Hello, everybody. Welcome to a 64-player elimination draft. Hopefully, we get to get 2 trophies in one league here. We start with 3 rounds, and if we make the top 8 by winning those 3, then we go on to a second draft with only the elite players. We'll see if we have any cool people. No LSV in our pod. LSV is in this draft, but not in our pod. As for this pack, pretty easy strip mine here. I think that it's not that close. Yeah, strip mine's great. It goes into any deck. You can build around it, but it's also just good in any deck. So we'll be taking that. Other first pickable cards. I don't love first picking Chromox, but you can do it. Tropical Island, Luris, probably not Luris. Pretty weak pack, but we'll take the strip mine. So this is most famously good with Ren and 6. And if I see Ren and 6, I'll take it. Oh, it's also good with Ramanap Excavator. Huh. I really don't think green decks are very good in general, but this is a pretty good 2 cards to start with. There's also Refellos in the pack. A lot of green in this pack, actually. There's also Zealous Conscripts and Pestermite in the same pack. So Strip Mine is best with, typically, it's best with either like Ren and 6 Ramanap Excavator, ways to recur it. And if you're in green, you also have like Elvish Reclaimer, Crop Rotation as ways to find it. It's also good in aggressive decks where you just go like turn 1, land, Ragavan, turn 2, like strip mine you, hit you with the creature. But there's not really any good aggro cards in this pack. Adeline is strong, but not a card that I'm going to second pick. I think we'll just take the Ramanap, honestly. Definitely the most fun, and I think it's actually a pretty good pick too here. We'll see. If green gets cut, I'm not committed to the Ramanap, but these 2 cards are very good together. So if we end up being in on this ability, there's a few things to be aware of. First of all, artifact destruction is important. If we blow up their lands, but they have if we blow up their lands, but they have like Moxen, it doesn't help us too much. Second of all, ways to find strip mine and play extra lands are good. All right, interesting pack here. There's Field of the Dead if we end up being in on land. There's also Ketria Triome, Savannah, and Overgrown Tomb. But that's actually kind of hilarious. That is all of the green fetchable lands. And then there's Sylvan Library. I also think Through the Breach and Exhume are very powerful, but not particularly synergistic to what we have right now. Um, hmm. We should probably just take the Sylvan, and then just see which secondary color is open. Sylvan Library is really powerful. Yeah, I think we'll take this. It's close. But we just don't know what colors we want to be yet. Like, we're not committed to green even, but do we get Ren and 6? Do we get Knight of the Reliquary? We just don't know yet. Okay, green looks cut immediately, so I mean maybe not. There's some green in this pack, but it's not that great. I think we take Polluted Delta here. Just stay open. Um, yeah, we'll take the Delta. Like, Snapcaster Mage is good. Blue looks kind of open. Green doesn't look that open. We could splash Ramanap, or we could just abandon this, and that's fine too. These green cards are kind of bad. Life from the Loam is fine with it, with Ramanap, or it's fine with Strip Mine, but I kind of like taking a third pick Hallowed Fountain here. Yeah, Hallowed Fountain's great. Blue White's great. This sets us up to be Bant. Oh, nice. Now we see Spar's headquarters. Okay, I like this plan. We'll try to be Bant. Like, we could be base Blue White splashing for Ramanap. I mean, we'll see what's open. Seachrome Coast is good. There's also Brainstorm. But yeah, this seems like a really solid start. Love the mana of this deck so far. Okay. Do we take Elspeth Conquers Death? There's Vampire Hexmage in case we want to go in on land synergies and try to get like crop rotation, dark depths and stuff, but I think that's going a little too deep. I think we just take the Elspeth Conquers Death. Right? I mean, could also take Polluted or the Savai Triome. But let's take the Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay, Verdant Catacombs, that's great. There's also Deceiver Exarch and Beseju, but yeah, let's take the Verdant. That's really nice. Yeah, and like last pack it looked not ideal, but now Bant looks super open. I think it's early. But getting 2 fetch lands plus Strip Mine is great. We have lots of good land synergies early on. Ramanap Excavator looks great here. If we wheel the Life from the Loam, we could play that. And we also just have like live splashes. If we get Ren and 6, we'll go in that direction. But if we don't get Ren and 6, that's fine. Yeah, I like the start a lot. Okay, I think we take Omnath here. Yeah, this is a good start for an Omnath deck. Croaks is a great card. Wrath of God is good in certain decks. If we end up like Blue Eye Control, which is one possibility, but blue doesn't look that open. I think we take the Omnath. It looks really good with this mana base so far. And getting an Omnath this late, I think that like the 4-color deck is open. So yeah, we'll take this. I love this deck so far. I mean, it's probably not as good as just like Goblin Guide, Ragavan, Robber of the Rich, but looks like a lot of fun for sure. Okay, Pestermite and Zealous Conscripts both came around. I think we're not taking either one though. Let's just take the Llanowar Elves. Green is kind of cut. I mean, or like seeing a late Llanowar Elves this late, seeing Llanowar Elves this late usually means the green is super open. But this pack also had Raphaelos and Thragtusk and another green card too, I think. But yeah, we'll take the elf. That's great. Now we'll take Savannah or Field of the Dead. But I think Savannah or Field of the Dead. You know what? Let's try the Field of the Dead, actually. I think we'll have decent mana for white. Lands looks very open. Okay, this card is unplayable. We'll take Incinerate, which is just the best card. We'll see if red's open. Okay, Life from the Loam. Good card here. This is a rare deck that would play Exploration or Fast Bond. I think those cards are usually a trap, but this looks like a good build for it. We'll take Channeler and Pyretic Ritual. Storm's open, I guess. We're not playing Storm. So, interesting start. We got some green stuff, some pretty good green stuff, and then a bunch of good lands. But this is primarily setting up for the powerful gold cards we're hoping to find in packs 2 and 3. Alright, what do we have here? There is Arbor Elf, Breeding Pool, Consider, Escape to the Wilds. I think we should just take the Breeding Pool here. We're a Field of the Dead deck. We can also find this off of both of our fetch lands. I would love the Arbor Elf. But I think this deck needs Breeding Pool pretty badly. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, wow. A lot of good stuff here. We're going to take the Fractured Identity. That's like just one of the best cards ever printed, honestly. Derogatory Speaker is good. Taiga is good. Waterlogged Grove is good. We could even go deep with Zuran Orb. If we get Fast Bond, then Zuran Orb plus Ramanap Excavator plus Fast Bond is infinite life. But we're definitely just taking the Fractured here. Hopefully the Taiga comes around. But yeah, we'll take this. We also might not be playing red. Right now we have great mana for Bant. Like, we could just pick up no lands for the rest of the draft and still have a good Bant mana base. But I would love to be able to play the Omnath, and I think red is somewhat open. So if we can get, like, 1 or 2 red fetchable lands, then we can just be the Omnath deck and get access to the powerful red stuff. Especially if we find the 2 Gruul Planeswalkers. Minskin Boo and Ren and 6. We'd also love Teferi. We'd love any interaction. Well, there's Teferi. There's also Faithless Looting, which is good, and Raging Ravine, which is also good. But yeah, pretty easy Teferi here. That's a great pickup. Very good with Elspeth Conquers Death. You can exile their thing, then play Teferi, bounce it, exile something else. We'll take this. Loving this deck. Omnath decks are so much fun. Alright, another really good pack. There's a Rogrun Triome. Yeah, we'll take that. That's a very good pickup. Now we have a good red splash. That's 3 red sources for free. And in general, like having 2 Triomes is a good place to be for this style of deck. We could maybe become an Orcish Lumberjack deck. But yeah, we'll take the Triome. And in a deck that's likely going to have relatively few 1-drops, and most of our 1-drops will be green mana dorks, having a Jeskai tapped land is totally fine. Interesting pack. We could just take Jace, which is a very good card, and it plays well with our fetch lands. We also do have Exploration, which is good with Loam and Ramanap. And then there's just like a couple solid removal spells. Um, hmm. Do we think Exploration will come around? I think there's one other player who's playing mono green, and they're definitely going to take Utopia Sprawl over Exploration. I think we do take the Jace here. It's close, but this card's great. We don't have the best card draw. We have good blue fixing. Yeah, I'll take the Jace. Kind of close pick. Exploration is like the spicy pick, but hopefully it wheels, and even if it doesn't, Jace is probably better here. Like, until we get Red and 6, the best thing we're doing is still just like Teferi, Jace, Fractured Identity, Blue Eye Control. And in that similar vein, we're going to take Gideon here. Yeah, Imperial Recruiter, like, if we're trying to go really deep and like search for Ramanap, that's something, but let's just take this. Yeah, Gideon's great. I will say though, if we end up with a Blue Eye Control deck that just like doesn't have any white removal or blue counter spells, like, you can't really play only these top end pieces. We do need to find some of the interaction. So that'll be a high priority. We could either play more acceleration, so we can play the, turn 2 Teferi, turn 3 Jace, or we can play interaction. So we go turn 1 Alice, turn 2 Mana Leak, turn 3 Teferi, turn 4 Jace. Looking for one of those two. We don't want to end up in a spot where we have only like powerful value cards and no ways to interact or ramp. Interesting pack. There's Dark Depths, but we're not doing that. Chandra's good, but double red could be tough. We have a couple lands that add black mana. We could end up splashing black. We could also end up playing Leyline Binding. Reclamation Sage is good, and then both of these blue cards are just broken. I think we want to take the Treachery here. This is not the kind of deck that really wants to be dazing. Like, putting ourselves back a land is a big deal here. And Treachery is just a broken card. Yeah, we'll take this. Kind of close pick. Okay, I think we take Jetmir's Garden here. 3 Triomes is a lot, but now our mana is just, like, phenomenal. Sunbaked Canyon is decent as well. Actually, maybe Sunbaked Canyon is better for this deck. Yeah, I think I like the Sunbaked Canyon. We'll take this. Close pick. But we have 2 Triomes already. Both of these lands have diminishing returns. If you have too many Triomes, then you just have tapped lands and you're too slow. If you have too many Pain lands, you deal yourself too much damage, and that's bad. But we have no Pain lands and 2 Triomes, so in this case, I think I'll take the Sunbaked Canyon. Okay, Consider isn't really where we want to be. I think we could take Escape to the Wilds or Spire Bluff Canal. I think I'm going to get a little greedy and take the Escape to the Wilds, though. Our curve is high, but Escape is just so good. And now we wheel Taiga. That's great news. Huge pickup. We can't find it with Polluted Delta, but still, really good pickup. Now we see Raging Ravine versus Faithless Looting. I do love the looting. Maybe we're just supposed to take looting, actually. It's very good with Loam and Ramanap. But Raging Ravine is really powerful. I think I'm going to take the Ravine. Close pick, but I think I'm going to take the Ravine. All right, there's Tameo, Lumberjack, Survival of the Fittest. We'll take a Lumberjack. It might not get there, but Tameo is not really what this deck needs. And Lumberjack is really good. Okay, nice. Exploration Wheeled. I'm not surprised, but I'm happy. We're never playing either of these cards. All right. Got a couple rituals over here. We can sideboard it into Rakdos Storm. All right, this deck is awesome. It still needs a few pieces. We need a little bit more cheap plays, and then I wouldn't mind a few just broken cards. But when you're playing 4 colors, most broken cards you pick up you can play. So, like, we could play Time Walk, we could play Oko, we could play Dak Faden, we could play Minsk and Boo. So right now we have 4 tapped lands, 2 colorless lands. We only have 2 fetch lands. We got them both early, but we do really want more fetch lands if we can get them. But Exploration looks great here. This is going to be a high land count deck, probably 18 lands at least, honestly. So yeah, that looks good. Okay, another good pack. We could take Tundra. We could take Crucible of Worlds, Spell Pierce, Odawara, Leyline Binding. Not really Traxa. We're not playing black. 2 of the best Reanimator targets together there. Could it even take Talisman of Curiosity? Huh. Interesting pick. Leyline Binding is probably the best for us, but I think it's very likely to come around. We already have Hallowed Fountain, so that makes the Tundra a little less necessary. We could just take the Crucible now that we have Exploration and Escape to the Wilds. Crucible Strip Mine, Crucible Ramanap, that gives us redundancy for that effect. We could also try to wheel a Crucible though. Spell Pierce is tempting because it's not synergistic with our deck, but we don't have access to that type of interaction. Very interesting pick. I think I'm actually going to take the Crucible, weirdly. It feels like it's just not as powerful as some of the other stuff, but I think it's like, with Crucible specifically, it's so good. Now we can take a Wooded Foothills, which plays perfectly with that. Hopefully we can wheel the Temple Garden. But yeah, we'll take the fetch, which can get like all the things we need. Okay, another fetch land. This is great. Yeah, we'll take that. Uro would be nice too. But now the mana is just perfect for this deck. 4 fetch lands, lots of fetchable lands, Crucible plus Ramanap plus Exploration. There's Fast Bond and Reclaimer. Oh my god. And Arid Mesa. We're kind of getting there. Which one do we want to take? Fast Bond is definitely the most broken. Yeah, I think we take Fast Bond here. We are with 4 fetch lands. I don't think we really need Arid Mesa. Elvish Reclaimer would be great. It lets us find Primeval. Oh, well, actually, Reclaimer and Primeval Titan would both be great here. I think we're going to take the Fast Bond and then try and wheel one of these 2 green cards. Yeah, having redundancy for this effect seems really good here. Okay. We could take Fiery Islet if we want to. I don't think we want to take the Gargaroth. Let's just take the Bolt. Yeah, having access to some removal is important. And Bolt's a very strong card. Ren and 6 would be amazing, of course. That would be, I think, even better than Minsc and Boo at this point. But either one would be good. Nice. That is just beautiful. Counterspell's good too, but all right, nice. So I think we're changing the mana base a bit. We're not playing Gideon. We might not even play ECD. We'll still splash white, but it's going to be more of a splash now. We're base red-green. All right, I was hoping to get the Minsc and Boo here. No such luck. Can we play Kolaghan's Command? We have 3 black fetches, but we don't have any black fetchable lands, which is too bad. I don't think we're ever playing any of these other cards, though. We'll speculate on the Kolaghan's Command in case we get a black land late. Okay, this was our last chance for Red and 6, or for Minsc and Boo. We don't get there. Do we want Wall of Roots, Talisman, Remand? We're definitely not playing Opposition. Um, let's take the Remand. Remand is just the best card here by a lot. All right, so we need to play a really high land count in this deck if we're playing Fast Bond and Exploration. At least 18 lands. Could even be 19. So we need, say we were to go to 19 lands, then we'd be adding 6 basics, so we need 2 more spells. Right now, I guess Gideon is playable. And actually, wait, Dragon's Rage Channeler is sneakily really good here, actually. Yeah, I think Dragon's Rage Channeler is just good. We have a low creature count. It makes our curve better. We're heavy red now, so like we'll have red mana early, presumably, and it's just a good threat, especially if we're like strip mining our opponent. I wish we had Wasteland. That would go a long way. Because we only have 1 strip mine and we have no ways to search for it, so that's too bad. If Elvish Reclaimer comes around, that'll be a big deal. So right now we run it like this, but Gideon is kind of on the chopping block. This is a really good deck for Omnath with Fast Bond Exploration. Uro would be a huge wheel. Uro would be really nice. There's a few things we're hoping to see come around. This deck seems pretty great. We're light on removal. We have Incinerate, Bolt, and then that's it. Our Planeswalkers are kind of removal. I guess like Fractured Identity and Treachery are removal, and Elspeth Conquers Death, but they're expensive. And 1 black fetchable land would be so nice. Kolaghan's Command would be a significant upgrade here. We have no ways to deal with artifacts, which is quite bad. Okay, Spell Pierce came around, also Tundra and Odawara. Interesting. Odawara is very good with Ren and 6. I kind of want to just take Spell Pierce, though, honestly. Yeah, Spell Pierce is just broken. Let's take the Pierce. So Spell Pierce Remand gives us another angle of interaction that I'm very happy to have. I don't actually think we're really a Llanowar Elves deck in the end, which is kind of surprising. Ooh, Weathered Wayfarer is interesting. There's also Temple Garden, which would be nice. We don't have a green-white fetchable land, but Weathered Wayfarer can find our Strip Mine, and it's good with our fetch lands. It's bad with Exploration and Fast Bond, but I think I actually like taking the Wayfarer here. This fits the deck really well. But then again, is our white... How we have... I don't want to play basic planes. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. Yeah, we can take the Wayfarer. All right, now we'll take Steam Vents. Yeah, none of these other cards do much for us. Steam Vents is a nice pickup. Elvish Reclaimer Wield. Okay, this deck is awesome. We have we have so much redundancy. 2 ways to search for a Strip Mine. These are both okay sideboard cards. I think I'd rather have a good blocker against aggro, because I think we'll be good against artifact decks. We don't have artifact removal, but like the Strip Mine plan is good there. Okay, Graven Cairns is not the kind of thing we want. Savine's Reclamation actually is good, though. Yeah, Savine's Reclamation seems pretty strong. It can recur lands, and it can also bring back like Crucible or Teferi if they deal with that. I think we cut Gideon. Is there any chance we just cut the Exploration? Or maybe we cut the Channeler. Or Lumberjack. Actually, let's cut Lumberjack. This isn't the best deck for it. Like, ramping in... None of our 4 or 5 drops are that good to ramp into. I guess... I mean, turn 2 Jace is good, but, like... You don't even want to, like, sack a land to play Treachery or Fractured Identity on turn 2. So we could do this with 18 lands. Let's look at our colored situation first. So, heaviest green. We have 9 green cards. 7 blue cards. 6 red cards. 6 white cards. So fairly even across the board, but heaviest green. So right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green. I don't really want to go lower than that, but 10 is fine. We have, for blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 2 double blue cards. We could go down to 9, but 10 is very solid. We definitely don't need more. For red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Similarly, we could maybe go down to 9, but 10 is great. We don't need more than that. And for white, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, pretty consistent across the board. Do we want to try to play 19 lands? I kind of do in this build, weirdly. That's not a common thing, but specifically having Exploration plus Fast Bond and then having like multiple ways to recur land. Maybe having Ren and 6 Crucible Remnant actually makes us want to play less lands, though. How many green sources would we have if we cut this? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I would prefer to have only 1 of land, so Field of the Dead is always live starting on when we have 7, but that's not really tenable here. What is the last cut? Maybe it's just the Channeler. It's like good, but that's just not really the game plan we're trying to go with. We want all of our cards to either interact or be like a key part of our land-based game plan. Or just be like broken. Well, yeah, pretty much that actually. Escape to the Wild helps with the land stuff. These 3 interact. This helps with the land stuff. This is like maybe a slight exception, but just broken. And like it does interact. Jason and Teferi both interact. Savine's Reclamation. Yeah, I think every other card in our deck fits that. It's either like good with this plan or yeah. So the rare 19 land deck. I think this is actually a good way to build it. Not what I was expecting to be drafting here, but I love it. We have Strip Mine, we have Field of the Dead. Those are honestly our primary win conditions, but we also kind of go like Ren and 6 into Teferi into Jace and just curve out with like high card quality. Um, yeah. This deck could be a little bit prone to flooding, but flooding is less bad when you have lands that do things. Like flood, you can't really flood when you have Field of the Dead. Strip Mine doesn't count for flooding. We can cycle Sunbaked Canyon, Spar's Headquarters, and Rogran Triome. We can attack with Raging Ravine. If this deck had Wasteland, it would be significantly better for sure. But yeah, we'll run it like this. Just a phenomenal deck. I guess I wish we had Beseiju too. That would be a nice thing to pair with a Ren and 6. But I think we run it like this, and then whenever we just need a good value card, Dragon's Rage Chandler's getting in here if like we play against a deck where we don't need two burn spells. But yeah, this deck looks awesome. Four color Omnath. Four color Strip Mine, Ren and 6 Omnath. I am very excited. See you in round one. All right, here we are for round one against K's. We are on the play with our sweet, um, just all over the place deck, but I guess we'll call it a Ren and 6 deck since we have that. We'll definitely keep this hand very good. Turn 2 Ren and 6. I would love an Exploration, but that's okay. Let's play Raging Ravine and pass. There's a good chance we'll be cycling this bar's headquarters this game, and in fact, maybe even cycling it multiple times, so we'll be holding that one. We have all our colors. I guess we want to get white with this. We can get green, white. Oh, that sucks. That's terrible. Damn. Well, it is what it is. We are still going to go along with our plan. Oh, we don't have a green, white land. That's fine, though. I really wish Ren and 6 could kill that, but we'll do this. Grab this and pass. Yeah, I mean this is the worst case scenario. We're gonna struggle a lot against aggressive decks. I think we would just stomp control decks. The strip mine thing would just win, but like mana crypt mono white is worst case scenario by a very large margin. It's not over, but we have very little removal, and our like primary game plan just isn't that good against them. Like control can never beat recurring strip mines and Field of the Deads, but this deck certainly can. Okay. They shut down the Ren and 6. They also won the coin flip. Lion Sash. Yeah, this is going to be an uphill battle. We will go Land Reclaimer, holding up Remand. Life from the Loam is so atrocious here. Maybe we're not supposed to play the Loam if we already have Crucible, Ramanep, and Ren and 6. It's very good with like Fast Bond and Exploration, but maybe we're supposed to cut that. Okay, let's trade the Reclaimer with the Revoker, I think, just to take stuff off the board. And then our long-term plan is for them to grow this Lion Sash to be pretty big and we Treachery it. Oh man, good thing. Pen with the return. That will be good for us, actually. That's another thing we can Treachery. Yeah, wait, that might be incredible for us, actually. This turn, let's just develop with Sylvan Library into Spaller's Headquarters. But the next one we can Treachery, steal Kenrith, untap all our lands, and then start using Kenrith immediately. That's awesome. We don't have black mana, but we can use the other four abilities. That'll be very good here. Ha. Really love to see it. No, why didn't you play Kenrith? Come on. That sucks. Ah, that really sucks. Now I think we're gonna lose. 7 on board. I really hope we draw some action. Okay, nice, nice. Huh. Okay, I don't think we really want those actually. Um, Escape the Wilds would be good. Maybe do we pay? Can we afford to pay for life? Not really. We could also just go Treachery. I mean, we could go Treachery into Fractured Identity. Then we don't have an answer to the Kenrith, but we get to take the significant advantage on the board. They can next turn play Kenrith and then give it haste. Maybe that is just gonna win if we don't do something significant right now. I wish we had an instant speed removal. Oh, yeah, I don't think we can win here. Well, okay, let's think. If they play Kenrith and give all of their creatures haste and trample. Okay, say we go for the highest upside play, which is put Fractured Identity on top, then Escape the Wild, or then, yeah, go Treachery on the Mentor into Escape the Wilds. Into Exploration. We would have two blockers. We would also have to pay 3 life, though, so we'd be at 8. And then they would have 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of trample damage, trample haste damage. Yeah, I think the Kenrith will win unless we take the Lion Sash. So do we just go Treachery and Fractured Identity then? Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. So we'll go top, top, shock, Treachery this, and the Fractured Identity. And do we have to take out the Lion Sash? I don't want to have to take out the Lion Sash. It'll be a 1-1 for us. But otherwise, they do have lethal. So we have to do this. Wait, no, well, say we take out their Fable. Then we have 3 toughness of blockers back. They have 9, 10, 11, 12 points of haste trample. Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, we need to take the Lion Sash off the table, unfortunately. It really, like, we could have won so easily if they just played Kenrith this turn. But we unfortunately need to do this or else we're just dead to their things. So, we'll do this and pass. Next we can escape the wilds with Monastery Mentor in play and start doing some good value. Also, they're at 10. It's possible we just can't beat this Kenrith now that it's in play, but again, this was our only play that didn't lose. They discarded Goddess Shrine, okay. I guess we can grow our Lion Sash to be pretty big. Okay, so one option is just go for the kill. Is there any chance we can kill them? Yeah, there's a good chance actually. They can't do any damage. They can't do anything here. I mean, we died like a bonus blow. 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't crack our fetch land now, but I think that's okay. They can gain life in their upkeep, so we can't hope to get to a mana crypt flip. But say we grow the Lion Sash twice and play Loam and Exploration. So both of our creatures, so Monastery Mentor becomes 4, Monk becomes 3, Lion Sash becomes 3. Oh my god, that's awesome. I think we're gonna kill them exactly. Hopefully I did my math right. We have enough Oh no! I'm so stupid. What was I thinking? I forgot they could put a counter on this. Okay, we were actually gonna just lose then though. Because if we lose one of our creatures, we no longer would have been able to get to lethal. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we made the only line we could. We would have lost if we had blocked here. There's a chance they missed that. But yeah, tough game, close game, and bad matchup, unfortunately. Um, Gideon is decent. Maybe over Spell Pierce. Yeah, I think we'll make that exchange. Man, so sad to play against Mono White, and they even had the turn 1 Mana Crypt. I think we win that game pretty easily if they don't have Mana Crypt. Okay, this hand is not, like, broken by at all, but solid. I think it is a keep. I really like having Bolt. We don't have much removal, but having 1 Bolt in our opener goes a long way. I mean, remember last game, I guess Mentor didn't do much for them. Yeah, Mentor didn't do too much. But still, being able to Bolt their 3-drop on turn 1 is nice. Still gonna play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Like, if they have land, Mana Crypt, Elite Spellbinder, we kind of get punished, but I think it's fine. Kenrith was pretty good there. 6 points of hasty damage and trample. I'd love to have Kenneth in our deck. We would absolutely be playing it. Wait, our opponent has returned. Let's play Tap Tile Fountain and pass. This does take us off of Ren and 602. We're playing 4 basics and we have 3 of them in our hand. That's kind of hilarious. But we do have all our colors, so it's okay. Oh man, that's not good here. My guess is they're not playing black, they're just playing this for Kenrith. Alright, what's the 2-drop? It probably dies to Bolt. Yeah, we'll Bolt that. Always an easy decision about whether or not to kill Selfless Spirit with a burn spell or a kill spell, because whatever you kill will kill Selfless Spirit, so you might as well just do it when it's mana efficient. Interesting. No, I think we're still just supposed to play that map and be mana efficient here. If we play Exploration, no, let's play that map. It's just so much more inefficient. We could play Exploration, then play Island, untap, and Jace Brainstorm, and then like play 2 lands after that. But that doesn't even do much. It's not like we can do a lot extra with those 2 lands. We're not playing counter spells really. If they spend a turn just killing this, that's fine. That's also fine. Actually, that's great. We can, in theory, oh. I was thinking about playing Jace and exiling this, but now I think we want to play the Omnath. Yeah, that stabilizes the board much better. If they have like a burn spell or a haste creature or something, it's kind of awkward otherwise. Alright, we draw Treachery, not bad. Finding the Omnath, okay, this is fine. Take 3. Alright, gonna brainstorm here. Hopefully we can find a fetch land. That'd be really good. Fetch land into exploration and to replay fetch land. We could also bounce the golem, but I think we want to fetch here, or brainstorm here. Oh, it's close. Maybe we're supposed to just take this out. Stabilizes the board a lot. And there's so much action. Like, as long as we eventually find a 5th land, I think we can probably win as long as we don't fall behind on board. It's really close. I think I'm going to take out the token. Let me know in the comments for sure if you think that this is the right play or not. Um, but stabilizing the board like this is pretty huge. Yeah, the alternative would just brainstorm and then plan on chump blocking the golem, I guess. But that doesn't seem that good. Like, yeah, we get a brainstorm out of a Jace, but we lose a creature that's a good creature. Yeah, it's close. I think it's better though. If they're gonna kill the Jace, at least they're gonna have to expend other resources on it. And hopefully have no resources left for this stuff. I mean, if we draw land, we can potentially... Well, yeah, there are 2 different ways to take out the Leyline Binding and get back our Omnath, which can present us with life gain. Yeah, Omnath is good in this matchup. This part of our deck looks a lot better here than the like red-green land stuff in the first game. Yeah, let's just pass. And hopefully they can't kill a Jace. We're sort of just assuming they will be able to kill the Jace. If somehow they can't and they get to untap the Jace, the game just is over. But we'll see. Jace is a great card, but the reason why he's no longer considered the best Planeswalker of all time, or even probably in the top 5, is that he's just killable. He used to not be killable. It was like only Lightning Bolt and Bloodbraid Elf, but now like it's not hard to deal 3 damage to a Planeswalker. You -1 to bounce something, and then you get 2 loyalty. Like that can be killed. Versus Oko that just like pluses to 6 immediately. Although with that being said, Minskin Brew is also very weak to Bolt. It's really weak. You don't even get to activate it. You just get a 1/1 out of the deal, and you trade 4 mana for 1. But despite that weakness, Minskin Brew is still like really good. Maybe that means we should be playing more Bolts. I guess that's one case where you don't want to kill the Selfless Spirit. They go turn one land, mana crypt, Selfless Spirit, you bolt it on a turn. Then they go turn two, or you like untap and bolt it. Then they go second land, Minsc Boom, plus the four, and you're like, well, GG. I wish I left you with a 2-1. Alright, after a 5 minute hiatus, our opponent has returned and played a mountain, and okay, that's a really good exchange for us. Yeah, that's a great exchange. We draw a tap land. That's like, oh wait, well we can do something kind of sweet actually. We'll cycle the tap land. If we draw land, oh, I was really hoping to draw land, but that's okay. We will, yeah, definitely play it. Play exploration, even though we're not getting value out of it. It could become good if we draw a fetch land. Do we want to trade 2 damage for 3 damage here? Or 2 damage for 1? I don't think so. Also, we could block like a Ragavan or something. We're just absolutely the control deck here. They don't have Mana Crypt. Maybe if they had Mana Crypt, the aggro plan would be good, but here I just want to preserve my life total at all costs and assume we'll win the long game. Like, look at our hand. Alright, there's the Mana Crypt, I guess. We'll see what they can do with it. Of course, like the bigger the thing they play, the better it is for us. We could just treachery this, but I think it's better to fracture identity it so they can't get it back. We just get absolutely smacked by Ephemerate, but I don't think they have Ephemerate. Fetch land? No. Okay. Now we're attacking with both. Who's the beatdown now? Sucker. Hit for 7 games. I mean, I guess we only have a little bit more life. But they have Mana Crypt. It's going to be tough for them to win here. Especially since we can just... And we could have even treachery, but I just don't want them to bolt our thing and then bring back their thing. Although I guess we... maybe that's not a relevant threat. This thing is... They can tap their 2/2 to bring it back. But if we block with Ramanap on their 2/2, which we did, then they don't have anything to bring back. So maybe we do just treachery. And, like, they probably won't be able to recur this. It's annoying if they have, like, Flicker Wisp. It's close. I mean, yeah, we could have gone treachery into Elspeth Conquer's Death Unbinding. Maybe that was better, but yeah, we were gonna win this game. I don't think they're playing twin stuff. I think they just have this for value. So the deck looked a lot worse this game. I mean, Mana Crypt is good. If they can Mana Crypt this quickly, that's scary. But like these 3 drops are kind of clunky. We don't really care about Mind Collapse. I thought they were like a very aggressive deck from game one, but they look like they're a little more mid-rangey here, which is good for us. Mana Crypt is still gonna wreck us though. If they have turn 1 Mana Crypt on the play, it will be tough. Spell Pierce is too slow in the draw. Maybe because the Mana Crypt we are supposed to play it in game one, or when we're on the draw, but too late for that now. Do we want to play like Voice of Resurgence just as a decent body that plays defense over Life and Loam? Or a Crucible. Maybe Crucible is just clunky. Maybe we also want Lionel Elves actually. Um, or do we cut Reno? No, that's some expensive stuff. Yeah, I think I like this plan. Could even play the Lumberjack. If we want to be just more explosive on the draw, how many forests do we have? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, this seems good, but maybe it should be in the main deck, but it should definitely be in here for a matchup where we want to be more um, explosive. Maybe we cut Sylvan Library if we're worried about paying life, although it's very good, especially with our fetch lands. Yeah, actually, I think it's good. Is Savine's Reclamation too cute? Yeah, we're like not going to be flashing this back. We need to be faster than that. Yeah, I think this is a good build. It's close. We could even be playing a Channeler. Could be playing Spell Pierce. I mean, most of these cards on the board we could be playing if we need some life gain. Okay, based on this change, do we want to adjust the mana base? No, yeah, let's just run it back. Alright, on the draw, let's go. Oh, this hand is so average. The thing is, this deck doesn't mulligan particularly well. Well, maybe it does mulligan well. Ren and 6 is great for mulliganing, but like, Exploration and Fastbond are terrible in a mulligan. This hand has all our colors. It can play turn 2 Voice of Resurgence on defense. I think it's too weak, though. I think we can do better. Oh, Look at that. Down to 5. Okay, great 5-card hand, for sure. We'll keep, put back Plains Lumberjack, I think. Maybe we put back the Ramanap if we have Ren in 6. But Lumberjack looks pretty bad here. Could keep 3 lands. Nah, let's put back Plains Lumberjack. Ramanap's not amazing, but the 2-3 body is relevant. They're likely to kill the Ren in 6. And we need to be playing cards that put us up on resources if we're on a mulligan like this. Okay, interesting. Given that draw, I'm actually going to play Wooded Foothills and hold up Bolt. I really want to play Ren in 6 on turn 2, but holding Spar's Headquarters is tempting to try and discard for value. Again, we need to squeeze all the value that we can. Oh, nice. Okay, so now the question is, do we Bolt this in a turn or untap and Ren? And I think we untap and Ren, honestly. That's such good value. So we need to get a green source here. Unfortunately, that means we can't get a Triome. So we'll get Breeding Pool tapped. Untap, Ren in 6 minus. Okay. And now if they Mind Collapses or something, that's fine. It's bad if they go like Lelia attack. If they have a way to develop the board and kill Ren in 6, turning it into a 1-for-1, that's bad. But if they like bolt it, that's okay. Blade Splicer is totally fine. That's great, actually. We're not even gonna use a Ren, or we're not gonna plus a Ren, we're just gonna clear the board. Yeah. Do we want to play this? Close. I'm not going to. It means we don't have white mana this turn, but we're going to be able to get an extra card out of this, which is relevant. We can play Ramen up and get value next turn either way. Once again, if they go like Goblin Rabble Master attack Ren, it's kind of bad, but it's great if they burn it, and it's great if they're on top of it. Well, they're on the play and we made the 5, but it's feeling decent. We had both have 3 lands. They have 4 cards, but we get the next draw step. They can't play their Phoenix yet. We didn't wheel Leyline Binding, did we? No, that's too bad. That would have been very good in this deck. Wasteland is not typically good against Ren in 6. Yeah, that is not too bad for us. So we'll return a land. Return fetch land because I don't want to shock. And we're gonna get Taiga with this land. It gives away a little bit of information, but this land is significantly worse because this one can get our 2 basic forests. Ramanap, pass. Now if they have a kill spell for Ramanap, they can also kill a Ren, but that's honestly fine. We've made up our value pretty well. Ren in 6 has been kind of a 3-for-1. We are, of course, in Flooded, we have no action in our hand, but we can cycle this, and we are at a high life to so we should get a decent number of draw steps still. Licorice, take out Ramanap. Sure. So we can go, oh, good draw. Let's cycle Spar's Headquarters and then play it from the graveyard. Oh! Huh. Okay. We're not going to play all of our deck. I mean, we could really rip, but I don't think we want to pay tons of life. But let's play Spar's Headquarters. Play Breeding Pool. I mean, we could fetch. How much? Maybe we do just put tons of lands into play. So if we could pay two more life, or three more life, and fetch our last two fetchable lands, I think. Let's. I guess we'll put them both into play, but I'm not going to crack them from the graveyard. Good chance we're not untapping the Ramanap, but this is fine. I mean, obviously, right now we still don't have any action, but next turn we can play Escape the Wild and just dig so deep, and we have so many lands. We can play whatever we play. Omnath will be great. Like, yeah, I think this is a good position. It is interesting. We could have gone as deep as we wanted to there. If we had Zuran Orb, we could have gained infinite life. There's a build of this deck that is like not five color, just red, green, and more and that stuff. And you play Urza Saga, and you recur Urza Saga with 1 and 6, and you search for it um, with Avid Reclaimer and stuff. That would be like a fun build. And then Urza Saga finds Urza an Orb. Play Titania. So take this. Then we only have one land left to find with this. And then this land can find. Oh, well, we got. I thought we had a second. Oh, yeah, we have one forest left in our deck. I think I'm going to leave the forest in the deck in case we find Omnath. No, let's just crack this. We're going to get a lot of votes. I don't want to draw a forest. It'd be great if Escape the Wilds was no longer our best play, but almost definitely it will be. Brutal. That really sucks. We had like two lands left in the deck. Strip Mining Field would have been great draws. I think we had one other fetch land, so two dead draws in the deck. But we get a lot more draws. So, let's tap these. Okay. Good cards. This turn, we'll just go Island, Omnath, Raging Ravine, which is a good turn. And then next turn we can do a lot more with the Treachery in particular. Green, white. Ooh, let's play that instead. Get some more defense. Next turn we can play the Raging Ravine. This is awesome. This is what this deck is supposed to do. We're doing it. Let's leave this back on defense. We, again, are very much the control deck. It's not a race here. It's a question of can we wither the storm of their early aggression before we take over. It's starting to look like yes. If it can't kill the Omnath and we get to gain 4 life again, that'll be really good. There we go. Awesome round one. I think this is a tough matchup, so the beater is great. And we got to really do our thing in game two. Game three, we have Motor 5 on the draw, and look at this position. This deck is sweet. It is very, its best draws are truly broken. We have some, like, we could go, theoretically, we could go, like, turn one, land, fast bond, land, Ramanap, and then just, like, put our whole deck into play, or put like 10 lands into play, and then like turn two just win with Field of the Dead. So that's like not quite a turn two win like Channel Emrakul is, but it is like it's not too far off, and we have the potential to do that. Hopefully, we see some more of this action in round two. See you there. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a really good hand. This is round two, and this is pretty much exactly what you want. Exploration into Ramanap Crucible. Oh, don't Thoughtseize the Exploration. It would also be bad if they Thoughtseize both of our graveyard cards. They'd probably take the Exploration here, though. Man, if we were on the play, we could have like absolutely gone off. Still a good position though. I don't think we want to actually play Field of the Dead here. That turns us off of Wrenn and 6 and just makes our mana way worse. Let's just get a Jeskai land here, and we can play Field of the Dead on turn 2. Okay. Blue-black, it depends. If they're playing blue-black control, should be a solid matchup. If they're playing blue-black reanimator, could be a little tough. Although we do have Fractured Identity, Elspeth Conquers Death, Treachery. Okay, nice. This is good against both Reanimator and Control. Even better against Control, but it'll draw us quite a few cards, hopefully. We don't have blue-white. We don't have mana for Teferi right now. Oh, that's actually bad. Hopefully we can find a blue or white source in our top three. Or a Bolt. That works too. Okay. We're just going to pay all the life. We'll go main phase. Burn your dude. With our less efficient burn spell, of course. Get Raging Ravine into play tapped and pass. No rush on Field of the Dead. We might want to animate Raging Ravine. And it also just makes our mana better. Okay, Thief of Sanity back into play. This turn we can play... Oh no, we still can't play... Wait, this I think can get white. Maybe not though. Either way, having drawn Remand, I think that's better. Oh, but this can get blue. We could get Steam Vents. Do we want to play Steam Vents and do this? Or Bolt plus Remand? Honestly, I think Bolt plus Remand is better. In which case we want to take... So we need to pay 4 more life. So let's go top. And pay 4 life to keep in hand. And then we'll go land and pass. And we'd prefer not to shuffle away the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. Oh, maybe we... I don't know. It just depends if we wanted to... Well, okay. Well, we'll start with Bolt here for sure. Hopefully, they go for a counter. We can remand, draw the Elspeth Conqueror's Death, and then grab a tapped white source. But, all right, they Bolt. I mean, I guess that's actually better. We have remand in case they have something. Honestly, I'll shuffle... Well, no, let's draw the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. It's good. We don't need to play Teferi this turn. I think playing Drago is fine here. Okay, well... Okay, let's go top. Top. We can play Teferi. Play Teferi and hold up Remand. I think that's worth it. And if they counter the Teferi, we just let this happen. This can get Steam Vents. It resolves. That's great. Well, plus. Very good position. We do still kind of like the card on top. Bone Shards killing Teferi. Okay, that's scary. I'm not going to remand it. There's a chance we should, but yeah, I want to be able to counter this. Although, unfortunately, that doesn't work. We definitely want to shuffle. Oh, wait. So we should get blue-green here, or blue-red. Doesn't really matter. Blue-green. Then we'll let this thing resolve. Oh, wait, no, we're dead. I didn't realize, I forgot that our life total was so low. Okay, we're dead. Bummer. We can remand our Elspeth Conqueror's Death back to our hand, but then we're just going to die to the 7/7. They can recast it. Like, we could remand this, but we're just dead no matter what. All right. So, yeah, that's tough. Reanimator is our worst matchup. We don't really have good interaction for that. Do we have any sideboard plan? No. Yeah, I mean, we just need to hope to draw these. We will run it back. Maybe we paid life too aggressively, but I think that was correct. I think we're in a decent position. Specifically, Shallow Grave is much worse than anything else there for us. All right, definitely keep good hand. Let's just go Raging Ravine tapped on turn 1, and then Island Remand on turn 2. Or we could actually go for the Bloodstained Mire right now, which has the advantage of putting a fetch land in the graveyard, so we can get it back with Crucible of Worlds on turn 4. Just got like Crucible land. It's kind of close. Yeah, I think I like playing fetch land here. Grabbing Spar's Headquarters end of turn. The mana in this deck is great. Oh, back-to-back games of turn 1 Thoughtseize. Man, it would have been so nice if we had that exploration last game. All right, they take the remand. Yeah, this is tough. We're probably just going to get wrecked here, honestly. Reanimator is probably this deck's worst matchup. Was really hoping to play control. Now they play like Charter Course or, yeah, Rona, like some way to loot. Can we draw Teferi? We cannot. I think we'll just play Crucible. It's harder for them to kill. The 2/3 body hardly seems relevant here. But there's such a good chance they just kill us here, essentially. Thoughtseize into Rona into turn 3 Reanimate is pretty much unbeatable for our deck. They can name blue here. We do have answers. Elspeth Conquers Death could win. But we can't do anything right now. That is not going to do it. They also could even have counter magic here. All right, we'll see what they put in. They have Fastball and Entomb. That's maybe the least scary things they could have hit there. Probably still not enough. We have to top deck really quickly. We can animate Raging Ravine and try to like sneakily race them. That could get there. We go to 12. We're dead if they flip this. But they might not have a land. Uh-oh. Himtorok. Okay, that's fine. Actually, yeah, that doesn't matter at all because we can play our lands from our graveyard. So 7, 12. Yeah, okay. This life doesn't matter. Green. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, that's better, I think. Yeah, that's better than going for the race. Wow. That is quite a nice top deck. I'll take it. Next turn we have Omnath. Wow, that's. I think we actually had a decent chance. I mean, we could have beaten them if they didn't have a land because we hit them down to 3. And if they don't have a land, they can't attack with Ronak. Oh no, they could, and go to 1. Yeah, maybe we still would have died. I don't know. That was a pretty awesome top deck. At least we called our shot. We were like, that's the card we need to draw. Just gotta manifest. That's all it takes. All right, we're still not out of it for sure, but good position. Do we want to play Omnath or attack with Raging Ravine? Putting them to 1 seems decent. Putting Omnath... Yeah, no, it's got to be correct to play Omnath here, actually. Wait, no, we can do both. Yeah, we can do both. That is awesome. Omnath is busted. Unless we draw our Triome. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's go... No, not tap that. Land. Gain life. Exploration. Bloodstained Mire. Add 4 mana. Animate Raging Ravine. Attack with both, and it's a forced chump block because we can shoot them for 4 with Bloodstained Mire. Wow, Omnath is sweet here. And next turn we can even bring back our Jace. Yeah, they see the line, so they go to 5. And then the question is, do we want to gain 4 life or hit them for 4? I'd probably just hit them for 4. Put them to 1. All right, yeah. How can they win from this position? We're at 14. We bring back Jace next turn. They're at 1. 4 mana. I mean, they could bring back Archon. They could play Animate Dead on Archon. That even still loses to Raging Ravine, though. They'd have to draw something else. Okay, so we take down game 2. Lucky top deck on the Elspeth Conquers Death. But Iona isn't that good against us. We do have, like, blue and white, and I guess not really red. Really just blue and white ways to remove it. Treachery, Jace, Elspeth, Conquers Death. Okay, do we want to make any changes here? Probably another matchup where we want the Orc, especially on the draw. Incinerate and Lightning Bolt are kind of interesting. They're good in very specific situations. They have Thief of Sanity too. Yeah, we want these. Loam could be a little clunky. Ramanap could be a little clunky. 2/3 was relevant there though. Hmm. Is there any chance we're supposed to cut a land on the draw? Going down to 18, which is still a high land count, of course. Man, it's close. I think I'll cut the loam. Or is it Crucible? We have like a lot of versions of this effect. 4 ways to recur lands. Yeah, that doesn't feel necessary here. I wish we had Faithless Looting. Um, let's try this. Yeah, let's try this. Loam is comparably good to Crucible, I think. Maybe not, but yeah, okay. This hand's great. This hand's very good. We don't have. I guess we don't have Ren and 6 mana yet, but still definitely keep. Love the top deck. Almost any land here. Any green or red land. They're on 5, and we have Spell Pierce, which is huge. Turn 1 Thoughtseize 3 games in a row? No, turn 1 Putrid Imp, okay. I mean, in theory, Ren 6 can kill that, but it will have already done its thing by then. Let's just play Polluted Delta and pass, or do we play Island and pass? Let's play Polluted Delta. It's really high upside if we're able to get a tapped land here. So, no matter what land we get, we can't guarantee we... Okay, do we want to pierce this? This is one of the very rare situations where I think there's a chance we're not supposed to pierce. Because with getting the land, it helps us a lot. If we discard lands, we have Ren and 6 to bring them back. Discarding Exploration isn't too bad here. They could just hit the Spell Pierce and another card. But Spell Pierce is the best card by so much. I think I'm going to actually let this resolve. Brutal. Okay, hitting Island Spell Pierce sucks. Like, really just losing the Spell Pierce is what sucks. Let's get... Do we want to get Rogran Triumph or Spar's Headquarters? Probably the Headquarters. Then we need to draw a land in the next 2 draw steps. There's a land. The odds were good, of course. We're playing a lot of them. So we need to get red, of course. I think we can just get a Taiga here. Or maybe we're supposed to pay the life for Steam Vent so that any land gives us Teferi. Oh wait, no. We know we're gonna get back a land. No, we don't. We're gonna Ren minus. But still, I think that's fine. Let's get Taiga. Our life total could be relevant here against Shallow Grave. We'll play this and kill this. They don't discard anything in response, which is great. Now they're far away from being able to do something. They do have Entomb, so at any time with 2 lands, they can just go Entomb, Reanimate. But we're in a very good position here. Let's go return. Just Island, I guess. Then we can just play Island to Fairy. Man, turn 2 Ren and 6, turn 3 Teferi, through the Hymn to Torok. You love to see it. Exploration will be pretty good next turn. We can put 2 lands into play and start building towards Field of the Dead. They still do nothing. Okay, that is, I think, worth doing here, actually. Just as a ramp spell. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll get another land. Do we want to get a... We don't have a white source other than Rogran Triumph, which we can't do here. So, but I don't think we need extra blue or red necessarily. But I'll get a red source so that we don't accidentally put 2 of the same land into play. Field of the Dead, plus, and then we can play instant speed Savine's Reclamation at the end of their turn to get back a second white source. And then next turn we can just draw a card with Teferi. Or put 2 more lands into play, and just, maybe that's better. They Thoughtseize. Okay, I think we're just going to let this resolve. They can take... Oh, they Thoughtseize themselves! Oh, no. Well, oh, wait. Well, we didn't actually have a choice. We couldn't stop that. But that sucks. That is, of course, not good for us. We'll see what they bring back with this. This could be bad. They take our Jace the Mind Sculptor, and they're... Do we see what their card is? Preordain? Okay. So we can incinerate the Jace. This is not over. We were like massively ahead, and now I think we're still actually ahead, but it's close. So that we can bring back the Teferi. Oh, what? They don't play their things? Oh, Teferi shut down the ability. Okay, nice. This actually worked out totally fine then. Well, Savine's Reclamation Teferi just right back. So I thought this was until the end of the turn, but it's just when it enters the battlefield. And Teferi stops them from playing cards at instant speed, so that does not work. Which is very good for us. Let's bring back a land. Play land. Play land. And pass, and then we can Savine's Reclamation at instant speed to put a bunch more things into play. Yeah, we'll be able to crack this for Forest, then return 2 lands at instant speed. We're getting 2 more zombies, so that's 3, then crack them both. So I think, assuming we have 2 fetchables left, which I'm pretty sure we do, I mean 3 fetchables left, we can get 5 zombies here at instant speed, end of turn. Savine's Reclamation here. Pretty sweet. So we copy this, targeting this. Get back 2 lands. Wow, that was sick. All right, 2-0. This deck has been really fun and really powerful. We got like 2 of the matchups that in theory should be the worst matchups, aggro and then fast combo deck with Thoughtseize. Got them both. It feels like it's got to be a good matchup if we play against Control in the finals, but who knows? We'll probably have the mirror or something ridiculous. 2-0, great start. See you in round 3, the finals of Draft 1. Hello, everybody. We're back for round 3 against Batutinha. We are on the draw with a bad hand. We're playing 19 lands. Can't keep a hand like that. Are you kidding me? All right, 19 lands, no lander, down to 5. This is a keepable hand, not exciting. All right, let's put back. This can get white. Let's see, we can get Jeskai and Forest. So we'll put back 2 lands. Pass. I think Weathered Wayfarer is worth it here with the fetch land. If we can use this to get another fetch land or strip mine, then this Life from the Loam engine will be much better. Oh, ha. All right, or we could just draw that. That is definitely the best draw here, especially against Noble Hierarch. You really love to see it. They would not see that coming too from Polluted Delta. All right, very good position now. Do they have any more dorks? They might. It'd be so funny if they just went like dork dork and they're like, we just gotta get them out there. Or if they just tap out for Rafellos. Renin 6 makes you mulligan very well. Of course, it's not good if we don't draw this card, but that's the thing in Modern as well. Any deck with Renin 6 can mulligan much more aggressively because any, like, land, fetch land, Renin 6 is a 3-card hand, is like, can win games. Like, that's basically like a 6-card hand in a lot of matchups. If you'd like draw spells, I guess you can just like return lands and draw lands and it does nothing, but hopefully you draw some spells. And at this point, I think we can start hoping to draw spells, even though we kept a 2-lander. Yeah, this is great. We'll return this, grab a blue-white land, and just jam to Fairy. Oh, man, that is so sick. We could also just get a basic. Honestly, yeah, I think we can afford to get a basic here. We still have mana for Life from the Loam plus Weathered Wayfarer next turn if we want to. Oh, this start. I love this start. I played it a lot in Modern too with like five color creativity. Just like turn two red and six, turn three to fairy is so nice. All right, seven carry edit is annoying for sure. Let's return this. Play Wayfarer. Do we want to just use this to fairy this Life from the Loam now, or play Field of the Dead? Guess we'll just play. No, no, let's use the mana. Yeah, we'll still be able to have mana next turn. I'm not too worried. Like we with Ren and Six in play, this is fine. Yeah, yeah. I want to be able to use the Life from the Loam now and be mana efficient. We'll grab Spar's Headquarters just to have all the colors plus and pass. Then we can Loam end of turn. We could also hold the Loam potentially. Minsk and Boo. Okay, well, we can Fractured Identity that, but it's a scary card. I mean, it's actually just good for us here, though, I think. They can kill the Ren if they want to, that's fine. We have Loam to bring back the Pluto Delta. Or we could Jump Block, which is probably correct. Oh, they attack Teferi, interesting. I think we block that as well, yeah. Let's jump here to keep our Teferi at 3 so the Teferi can kill the Boo. We don't care too much about the static ability. Trading Teferi for a 4/4 with Trample is a good deal here. We're the only one that can have Boo. Alright, then end of turn, Life from the Loam on Pluto Delta. That's fine. We can even kill that with Ren and 6. We're not going to do this. Interesting. Good draw. This turn still pretty easy though. We're going to go boom. And we'll go land, Fractured Identity. Don't have double red. I don't think that matters. Yes. Put some counters on this. And let's just cash in this to kill this. Still not going to bring that back. And I actually think the line is to pass here. I know it looks very conservative, but I think the only way they can get back into this is with Questing Beast or the other 4/4 with Haste and Trample. And they could even have maybe the red card. There's four different 4/4s with Haste and Trample and red green now. So I think playing around that is reasonable here, especially in a position where like there's no way where we get them to 4 and then can't kill them. We're just gonna like go way over the top. Oh, we don't have Minsc and Boo in our deck, but we get to play with it. We get to do Little Teferi, Minsc and Boo, Ren and 6, and Fractured Identity. That just makes me really happy. If only we could get Big Teferi and Omnath, but we'll take it. Good first game for round 3. Should honestly be a kind of bad matchup. It looked good there, but that's just because of Ren and 6. We don't have much removal for their creatures. We don't have any board sweepers. We should probably just have the Lumberjack in the main deck, but once again, I do think that's correct. What do we cut? Could be Crucible here with Loam plus Ramanap, since they don't really have removal for Ramanap. Could also just be the Loam, though. Yeah, let's cut Loam. And we'll run it like this. Alright, here we go. Let's get to that second draft. We're hoping to either draw one of our burn spells or... I mean, just a broken hand. If we draw either Exploration or Fast Bond, plus either Ren and 6, Crucible, or Ramanap, we can just go off and just put tons of lands into play. And it doesn't look like we have that much top end, but like we kind of do. Fractured Identity, Treachery, and Elspeth Conquers Death are all like very good value. They interact and give you board presence and card advantage. So like they're great top end. And having Field of the Dead as top end is amazing. And like Savine Reclamation just ramping for lands to put Field of the Dead lands into play is a win condition as well. So yeah, I'm not too worried about winning once we put a bunch of lands into play. Let's just start with turn 1 Fast Bond. All right, on the draw here. That does make things a little bit worse, but we also mulled to 5 that game, so if we keep 7, that makes things a little bit better. Ooh, okay. Good mix of lands and spells, slow, but strip mine. I think I'm going to keep it on the strength of strip mine. If we draw exploration or fast bond, it becomes incredible. Okay, this is what we were hoping for. And it's possible that strip mine just really takes them off of this. They might not have 2 forests. Either way, they can't use Draga Tree Speaker this turn at least. Ah, okay, that's bad. Yeah, this is the problem. Now they're just going to be way ahead on mana, and it's going to be hard for us to catch up. But we'll do our best. Yeah, we're probably going to get buried pretty quick this game. There's a chance Treachery digs us out, but, like, okay, I mean, well, yeah, it just depends on what they have as their top end. But we only have 1 land. Um, okay, let's just turn Mountain into a Triome. So that we can do this instant speed, but it puts it in play tap. So we can't get and it needs 3 lands in the graveyard. So we can't get a fetch land and then grow this turn. But, all right, we'll see what they have here. Do they just slam Minsc and Boo? We're hoping for like Acidic Slime, Primeval Titan. Is that just GG? Not necessarily. But we don't have any cheap answers. Treachery is our cheapest answer. We need to find a removal spell or a ramp spell this turn, but we don't have much ramp in our deck. We need to find like um oh oops, I meant sack the mountain. Whatever. We should have we should draw the Orcish Lumberjack. No, we don't. Alright. So we'll play Field of the Dead. No, we want to have the potential of playing Omnath this turn. Let's just play Steam Vents tapped and pass. We're taking 7. Then we can play Omnath as a chump blocker. We need to hope they have only lands for the rest of the game. But that is possible. Or like one more play. Uh-oh. Looks like they do have something else. 5 mana, 6 mana. Jeez, not much 6 mana stuff we can beat here. Maybe Hangerback Walker is beatable. Titan of Industry. It's got to be game, right? I don't think we don't have a Mox or anything. We could play Jace and bounce something and potentially survive. Seems like a long shot, but I guess we'll play to our outs. Omnath, we have 8 points of toughness. They attack with. So we trade there, block there, die. Close. If we were on the play, maybe we could have won. The strip mine would have set them back more, and we could have gotten to treachery. It's possible we were supposed to mulligan that for sure. Do we want to play Llanowar Elves against a deck with limited removal? Maybe. It feels like we need to get to these 5 drops in time. And then we could cut maybe Spell Pierce, actually. Yeah, I think they're mostly creatures. Let's be a bit more proactive. All right, on the play for game 3, fighting for the second round, or the second draft. And we have a really good hand. This hand is pretty much perfect, honestly. So what lands do we want to get here? We don't have a painless blue land to get as our second land. I guess we could get Bant and then Mountain. That seems fine. So let's lead on this. Oh wait, no, we have a Taiga, I think. Delighted Halfling. Okay, that's the one that doesn't die to Ren and 6, but that's okay. So we'll crack this for Taiga Bolt. Oh, we can't get breeding pool with this. It's a little awkward, but it's fine. With Ren and 6, we'll be definitely okay on the lands. I think it's worth it to play Ren and 6 first here before strip mining. It's close, but they can't really interact with this. Just establishing this seems great, and we can start strip mining them next turn. This can kill their creatures, except for Sylvan Caryatid. Fiend Artisan, okay, that's fine. Oh, wow, perfect draw. Yeah, this seems like an unlosable position now with Remand. We don't want their Ren and 6 to grow. That's interesting. I think I actually am going to remand it here. Just trying to, like, keep that status quo as long as possible. Okay, they do have another land. All right, this is fine. Yeah, I mean, Savine's Reclamation was a great draw. We'll go kill this. Strip mine again. Play the Sylvan. They kill the Ren. But then we can Savine's Reclamation back the Ren and return strip mine again. We won't be able to strip mine them this turn, but I think that's okay. They do have another land yet again. Oh, man. Good draw. We need to kill the Rafellos for sure. So we'll go top, top. Or do we want to pay 4 life? No, I think we top, top. Our life total is kind of relevant here. Maybe not if they're attacking the Ren, though. We'll keep one. We'll keep one. We'll go pay 4 life, put on top, and then we'll go Plains, Savine's Reclamation, bringing back Ren and 6. And we can flash this back on Ren later, but for now we need to prioritize taking this Rafellos off the board. Makes this thing a 4-4, but next turn we can play Jace and bounce it. And this can get Breeding Pool. Courser. Okay, is it better to strip mine them? It might be. Okay, let's go top, top, and then play Ramanap Excavator. Maybe it's better to play Omnath, actually. Yeah, I think it's better to play Omnath. Well, Ramanap into strip mine, but we know they're hitting a land. Yeah, and Omnath stabilizes the board more. Okay, we can fetch. We need a blue source for Jace. We need a blue source for Jace. So we'll fetch. I wish this could get blue-white, but we'll get Breeding Pool untapped. Then play Omnath. White, blue, red, green, red, blue. Okay. Good draw. We'll pass. We're going to take a hit this turn. There's an Ulamog on top. I mean, if they have Minsk and Boo, it sucks. It's not necessarily GG on the spot, but it's very bad. But if they don't have Minsk and Boo this turn, man, we strip mine them twice and killed 3 of their dorks, and they're still, like, really doing their thing. Please don't be Minsk and Boo. They could sack their Courser for 3-drop. We know that one card is a Forest. It really just comes down to that last card. If it's Minsk and Boo, they play it, make a 4-4, attack us with everything. No, okay, thank God, thank God. So they can sack the Courser to get something, but next turn we can play either Elspeth Conquers Death or Jace Bounce the Fiend Artisan, and we're going to gain 4 life, and then we can start mining them again. Sylvan, okay. Okay, Orc is not really what we're looking for here, but I like this position. Let's go top, top, and then we'll go land. Oh, wait, yeah, this is great. And then we can flashback Savine's Reclamation to add mana. We're going to Savine's Reclamation targeting Strip Mine. And then we'll copy this to target Ren and 6. We'll go Strip Mine to kill this. Return Strip Mine to Fairy. Bounce Fiend Artisan. And once again, no need to attack here. We're just going to leave back our Omnath to block. Looks conservative, but we absolutely win this game if they don't kill our thing. If they top deck Minsc and Boo, we want to be able to have Omnath back to attack and block. But yeah, I think this game is pretty much over at this point. Wow, what a match. We get to strip mine them twice this turn. Yeah, I mean, there's no losing lines at this point. Let's play Escape to the Wilds. We'll go Strip Mine. Strip a Forest. Okay, yeah. All right, smooth. So we 3-0 the first league. We're making the top 8. Going into draft 2. It's 10 o'clock now. Hopefully we go late enough that I feel bad at work tomorrow. Yeah, we are 3-0 and going into draft number 2 and hoping to make the top 4, top 2. We'll see. But all right, see you in round 3. Or see you in the draft. All right, we're back for draft number 2. Interesting pack to start. Not great, but there's some options. We could run it back with Ren and 6. There's Arbor Elf. We could take Rafine's Tower or Blood Crypt or Library of Alexandria. I've honestly had a lot of success with Blood Crypt decks. I don't really want to force mono white, but Solitude's also strong. We could take Rafine's Tower and just set up for like a fair control deck. Maybe we do honestly take Ren and 6 though. It's very, very strong. If we take it early, we can build around it to some extent. I do love Black-Red Reanimator, though. This is a really hard pick. I think I'm going to take the Ren and 6. Not 100% sure on this for sure. But it is really, really strong. If we take in the Blood Crypt here, we could take Watery Grave or Hymn to Torok. We could take Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond is very good with the card Ren and 6. Although it's not very good in general. We could also just take the Watery Grave. That's kind of totally pivoting, actually. We're finding some pivot, but we don't have fully pivot. I mean, we could take Sylvan Library. Is that literally the same 2 we had last time? Sylvan is great. Green-red is just not that good of a color combination, though. I think we do take the Sylvan. This card is just good. Hopefully we end up being Teamer. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, Dak Faden is great here. If we wanted to like really lean I mean, we could also take Vampire Hexmage and go in that direction. That seems a little too deep, though. Third pick Dak is great. These two work well together because Ren and 6 gives you lands that you can loot away to Dak. And also, Teamer is just a better color combination than red-green. There is also just a fetch land. But, I mean, we could even take Nissa. But I think Dak Faden is really, really good. Let's take the Dak. And third pick Dak is not a card you see often. Okay, so here we have a few options. We could take Llanowar Elves. We could take... I don't think we want to take Thieving Skydiver or Mana Confluence. We could take Regrowth, but let's take the Elf. Elf seems decent here. Okay, now easy Windswept Heath. That's perfect. Burst Lightning would be good too, but we're taking fetches extremely highly in our Ren and 6 deck and our Sylvan Library deck. So yeah, easy Windswept Heath. That's great. Now there's Breeding Pool, another perfect card. There's Field of the Dead too, but easy Breeding Pool here. We're not gonna force it. If this wheels, maybe we play it. That'd be great. But yeah, Breeding Pool is a perfect card to get here. Okay, there's Elvish Reclaimer. If we do end up in that style, if we get like Strip Mine or Value lands, Murktide Region is good with Dak Faden, but doesn't look good with the rest of what we have. Green looks open. Yeah, I think we take the Reclaimer here. I do like Garrick. I do like Garrick, but I think like Reclaimer has a higher ceiling if we get really good value lands. I do kind of wish we had Library of Alexandria maybe, but Garrick is good. But I think I like taking the Reclaimer. I also just want to have a really low curve. I think that's going to be important in a matchup where a lot of players have really good decks. We're going to see like Time Spiral and Time Twister are going to get played here. Like we're going to have to contend with some pretty busted stuff. Okay, we'll take Waterlogged Grove. Odawara is tempting. It's good with Wrenn and 6. You can just like return it and bounce stuff. And we honestly might struggle to deal with big creatures, but I still think Waterlogged Grove is too good. That's just perfect. Another good card with Wrenn and 6. It's like a value land to find with Reclaimer. It also casts our Mana Dorks on turn 1. So we could have taken Nissa and not taken Dak and just been red-green. But having gotten back-to-back blue-green lands, I'm feeling very good about this position. If we get, best case scenarios, we get Oko. If we're not, or Minsc and Boo. If we're not lucky enough to get one of those two broken multicolored planeswalkers, like Dak Faden is still good. We'll probably find some blue card draw. Maybe a remand if we're lucky. We could become a Loam deck. We're not there yet at all right now. Phantasmal Image is a pretty good card. I think we go for the Loam though. It does have the synergy with Dak Faden, and with both Loam and Dak, we can like. I mean, obviously we're taking fetch lands highly, but we can also take other cards like Faithless Looting and Fable of the Mirror Breaker even more highly. Okay, do we want Watery Grave or Survival of the Fittest? Watery Grave could be good, but we're not that close to that. I think we want to take the survival actually. We might not play it, but if we get Oko, it could become good. Okay, late fetch land. That's great. We'll take that. It's pretty far away from. It's the opposite of our colors actually, but you know how these things work. We'll probably end up with like a white Triome. Late Gideon, but let's take a land. Let's just take Mana Confluence. Okay. White Splash is potentially online. Let's take the land first before we take something else though. Okay, Field of the Dead did wheel. Oust is good too, but I mean, lands is open. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I don't want to just have the same deck again, but it's open again. What is good in this pack? Nothing. No good lands for us. Um, it does look like we're moving towards white, so but there's no good white. Yeah, this is just a bad pack, honestly. Leavold is the best card, but it's tough on the mana. I mean, it's very tough on the mana. Maybe we're just supposed to take it and like pivot towards 5 color. Because there's such a big drop off here. Like we could take Dam and then transition to like a more controlling deck, but I don't know if that makes sense with our Llanowar Elves and Reclaimer. Endurance doesn't seem very good. Yeah, let's take the Leavold. We'll see. We need to get like a lot more fetch lands for that to be good. All right, I think we just stay calm and take a Spell Pierce here. Like we could take Crucible of Worlds, but we don't have Wasteland or Strip Mine. I think I just want to be able to interact. Like there's also Nissa. Maybe we're supposed to be just like leaning more towards heavy green, but I don't think green is open like that. Like yeah, I think Spell Pierce is a better pick here. Yeah. Okay, there's Uro. There's also Hierarch and Rogran Triome. I think I like taking Uro though. Maybe we're supposed to take Volcanic Island. Actually, yeah, we probably need to take one of these lands. We're gonna hope to wheel the Uro. If it doesn't come around, that's okay. Like it's a bummer. We missed Urktide and Uro, but like we're not filling our graveyard that fast, anyways. It is good with the like loam and with survival and deck, but I think we need this land pretty badly. We don't have like a good fetchable land yet. This we can find with all of our fetches. Yeah. Okay, there is the Omnath, also Sacred Foundry. So I think at this point we do just move in towards Omnath again. Do we take the Foundry or the Omnath here? Or even Force of Vigor? There's a case for that. Huh. Because we don't really need white fixing at this point. Yeah, I actually think I like taking Force of Vigor here. This card's really good. Yeah, we'll take this. Interesting pick. I'm not sure that's right. Okay, here there's Knight of Autumn, but I think we want to take a Ponder. Ponder's just better. Days, like similar to last deck, like we're going to be kind of mana hungry. Returning a land is not going to be great. So I don't think Days is the type of counter magic we want. Okay, probably just got to take the fetch land here. Yeah, maybe we play Orcish Lumberjack if it wheels, but we'll take the fetch. Right now it can find Rogran Triome, and that's it. Hopefully we can find more lands. Okay, do we just go 5 colors? I think so. We have 3 fetch lands. Duretti's a great card. Nothing else here looks that good for us. Yeah, let's take this card. All right. We're kind of running it back. This isn't quite the same. There's Crop Rotation and Rex Sage and Eternal Witness. All of those are interesting. Crop Rotation has the highest upside if we end up going in on Strip Mine like stuff, and it can find Field of the Dead, but I think that's probably not the right pick. Like right now, it just doesn't actually do anything. Finding Field of the Dead is not worth it. So we want Rex Sage or Eternal Witness. Probably Eternal Witness. It's really good with all our Planeswalkers, and it also can return Force of Vigor sometimes. Okay, do we want Dam or Armageddon as a sideboard way to reset the game? I think I like taking Dam. Yeah, Dam actually looks really good here. We might even main deck it. Right now we don't have many creatures. Now there's Terra Sunder and Crucible of Worlds, but I think we need to take one of the lands. Yeah, I think Raging Ravine looks pretty good here. We don't have that many tapped lands yet, and we need, like, if we're going to be doing Field of the Dead, which I think is kind of one of our main win conditions at the moment, then we need to take lots of lands. Volcanic Island wheeled. Wow, we're not doing Deceiver Exarch things. We'll take the Volcanic Island. Great pickup. Sacred Foundry and Omnath both wheeled. I think we can afford to take the Omnath here. We already have 11 lands. Omnath is great with triple fetch. Yeah, I think we take the Omnath. Also another green card for Force. Man, this is hilarious that we ended up playing like a 5-color-ish deck twice in a row, but I think it's the open lane. Seachrome Coast sucks. We'll take this. Actually, yeah, it's probably decent here. Could backdoor into a channel deck. Okay. But yeah, Seachrome Coast is just bad. We want our early lands to be mostly green, and wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, this is weirdly a bad Black Lotus deck right now because we have so many different colors, but still, like, phenomenal pickup. I would love to Fairy or 4th Air Lingus. 4th Air Lingus is more powerful. There's also Wasteland, but yeah, pretty easy Black Lotus here. Although it really is not great. It's good with Savine's Reclamation, but, like, what are we playing on turn 1? We don't really have a single play that, like, dominates on turn 1. Hopefully we can pick up a Minsk and Boo. Okay, here we see the channel in case we want to try and backdoor into Ulamog. But I think that's not correct. We don't really have enough blue cards for Force. We didn't wheel the Uro, so Factor Fiction becomes worse. Could just take another fetch. But we already have a lot of fetch lands. I'm a little worried about taking Factor Fiction and then milling ourselves. Maybe it is just supposed to be fetch land. Right now it has 3 things that it can find. Yeah, actually I'm going to take a fetch land. I think a 4th fetch land is good. I'm not going to really prioritize a 5th, but a 4th is good. Okay, a lot of good stuff here. Expressive Iteration is a broken card. Unfortunately, Tinker doesn't find Ulamog. Could take either one of these big red things, or could just take Fable, which is the strongest card. And I think we take the Fable. Yeah, we could probably wheel one of these huge things. We only need like one piece of top end. And Fable's also really good with Savine's Reclamation. Okay, what do we see here? We're not really an Oath deck. We could become an Oath deck, maybe. Are we an Oath deck? We cut Llanowar Elves, cut Elvish Reclaimer, bring in Ulamog. Nah, we're not an Oath deck, I think. Maybe if it wheels. But what do we want to take then? Karn? Actually, yeah, Karn's perfect. We need a little bit more like firepower in the middle of the curve. Karn's a great pickup. Okay, a lot of good stuff here. Preordain and then a fetch land and 2 fetchable lands. I think in this case, we just take the Ziggoth Triome. Yeah, this makes all our fetch lands way better. Another Triome versus Utopia Sprawl. I think I like taking a Triome here, actually. 3 Triomes in Field of the Dead and Raging Ravine. That's going to be 5 tapped lands, which is a lot, but our curve kind of works with that. Yeah, I think we'll take this. Okay, Titania looks great. So does Leyline Binding. Very interesting decision. We don't have much good interaction. I think binding is more important. This is really elite. It's almost always going to cost 1 mana in this deck. Yeah, Leyline Binding is like the best removal spell possible. Wow. Okay, late remand too. Ren and Realmbreaker is potentially good, but probably not. Maybe we just take the remand. I don't think we need more top end necessarily. We don't need more fixing. Yeah, let's take remand. Whoa, Wasteland Wield. So did Knight of the Reliquary, but we'll take the Wasteland with Ren and 6 and Loam. We don't have any fast bond stuff, which is too bad. But that's okay. We also don't have like Crucible of Worlds. Like we're not as deep on the land things as we were last time. Okay, I think I do like having the Dam in the main deck. We want to play 18 lands probably in this deck. So we need one more spell. Whoa, we wheel Fact or Fiction. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. We're not playing Tinker. Yeah, Fact or Fiction seems solid. Wow, okay, now we'll take Iteration over Tameo, I think. Another card we want to play. Consider another card we want to play. Wait, Enlightened Tutor, though. It can find Black Lotus, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Leyline Binding. That seems really good, actually. Yeah, let's take that. Okay, gotta make some serious cuts here. What's on the chopping block? Could move Dam to the board. We're a little light on removal, but I think this seems fine. Then we need one more cut. Could cut Otari, but we do need some win conditions. I like all the Planeswalkers. We could maybe cut Karn, but I think we want some good stuff for Black Lotus, like especially now with Enlightened Tutor. Like with two, the math is not exactly this, but it's a rough approximation of if you have a 2 of in a 40 card deck, you're like 50-50 to have it by turn 2. So that means like half of the game we're gonna have Black Lotus on turn 2, and having some plays to do off of that is good. Karn being one of them. Okay, we'll take Hangerback Walker for the board. I don't think we're playing. Well, we'll take the. Wait, did we get the Oath? No, we didn't get the Oath. Okay, we'll take this. Definitely could have been an Oath deck. Huntmaster is maybe good, actually. Okay, so we need 2 cuts. Could be Elvish Reclaimer. Yeah, I think we cut the Reclaimer. It's fine. It can find Field of the Dead. Maybe that's actually really good. Huh, yeah, maybe that's good. Could cut Fact or Fiction just because it's a little expensive and it doesn't impact the board. But it's just a broken card. Could cut the Otari, but I think that's worth it with the Lotus. Maybe we just move Huntmaster to the board. It's kind of low impact. It's really good against aggressive decks, so we can bring that in there. But that seems fine. And then we need one more cut. I think Llanowar Elves is worth playing. Could it be Fact or Fiction? Huh. Really tough last cut. And it is definitely an 18 land deck, not 17. I think I'll cut the Fact or Fiction. Like, Expressive Iteration is probably better. This is a tap-out deck. We're not holding up mana that often. So, this being an instant isn't super relevant. Yeah, I think I like this plan. Now, let's sort by color. So, 9 green cards. 7 blue. 7 red. 5 white. And 2 black. Okay, I mean, that's a lot. We're base green. Let's start with. I guess we'll start with that and see how it looks. So for forests, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's great, plus Lotus. For red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could almost definitely cut a mountain here. Yeah, we could definitely cut a mountain. For blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could cut an island. For white, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's a good number of white. In fact, I kind of want to add a plains. Maybe not, actually. White's a small splash. And then for black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For only 2 black cards, though. Okay, I think we're going to add a forest and a plains here. Yeah, let me just confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 green. Yeah, I mean, our mana of all colors is good. We could cut the mana confluence, but I think in a 5-color deck, it's worth it. We also want to have a lot of lands for Field of the Dead. Yeah. Then secondarily, do we just want to bring that dam back in? It actually looks pretty good here. There are a lot of creature decks. What if we cut this for dam? Does that... The Reclaimer just doesn't do that much. Yeah, I think this is fine. Reclaimer's not trying to like rush something into play. We do. I guess we do have Wasteland, Ren and 6. Maybe. Maybe that is just worth it. We're hedged more against control decks right now. Do we like if we just run into aggro in round 1, we would want like Huntmaster and Dam pretty badly. So are we supposed to hedge by playing one of those? I think Savine's Reclamation is great in this deck. The other 5 3-drops are great with it. Could cut Otari. Maybe that's the cut. But I do want to have top end. I think Loam is worth it with 4 fetches and then other stuff plus Wasteland. Alright, we're going to try it without Dam, I think. But we have only 1 removal spell of Leyline Binding. No, we need more removal than that. We're just going to lose to creature decks that way. We're going to cut Otari. This is a good card against control, but it's not that good against aggro or control mid range or like combo. This hedges a little bit against aggressive decks. I guess this card is decent against combo, but we'll try it like this. Oh man, it's close. I really do like having a low curve though. But no, I think with Black Lotus, this card becomes so good. It just is a really fast. If we play that on turn 2, we just win. Like you swing for 5 immediately, then 9 the next turn. You've gained 6. If they kill it, you can bring it back. It's just really good. Ponder is great. Like Karn, I think is worth it. Could move Force of Vigor to the board. That's one possibility. If we're bringing in Dam and we have Dak Faden already. Yeah, I think that seems fine actually. Yeah, Duretti and Dak, we have game against artifacts and then also Leyline Binding, and we can bring this in those matchups where we need it. Yeah, I think this seems like a good way to do it. We have a great sideboard though. Huntmaster and Hangerback against aggro, Force of Vigor against artifacts, Factor Fiction against anything slow, maybe even Frost Titan or Ulamog in some matchups. But yeah, this deck seems pretty sweet. Yeah, fighting for that. We're going into round 4 now. This is gonna be a long video, but yeah, I'm excited. Let's go into round 1 of draft 2. Final or Elite 8. See you there. All right. Unfortunately, we're on the draw here for game 1, but we have a good hand. I mean, we have Black Lotus. We can't do that much with the Lotus yet, but we'll definitely keep this. I'm not going to Lotus out Ren and 6 on turn 1, although Ren and 6 is great. Huh. Okay. Still same plan. That is great news. So we need to get a red source here. Do we want Ketria or Rogren? Probably... Huh. Doesn't matter too much. I think we get Rogren. We don't really need double green that much. We just have Eternal Witness. Haha. Hilarious. Still, great position. We could put Eternal Witness to play if we wanted to. Just Lotus out Savine's Reclamation, return Lotus. Lotus out Eternal Witness, return Lotus. And then just have put a 2-1 into play and done nothing. If they play Time Twister here, it's annoying. Maybe we're supposed to put out the Lotus for that reason. Ooh, Ooh, okay. Let's return this. Play this. I think I will play out the Lotus. Crack this. Ah, we don't have an untapped black source. That's too bad. All right. Play this and pass. Maybe we're supposed to just grab an untapped land and play Savine's Reclamation. We could also crack the Lotus. They play Bowmasters. Okay. Kind of annoying. That kills our Wrenn and 6. We still got 2 cards out of it, but it's not ideal. We can just Savine's Reclamation it back. That seems decent, because right now they can't kill it. Come on. That's brutal. Alright, well, we're going to have to win games 2 and 3. Yeah, it sucks that we don't have good removal. There goes our thing. Alright, we'll just F6. We need to be able to kill Bowmasters, which we can't really do. Alright, I mean, it's not over. It depends on what they drew. Maybe it is over, actually. This thing becomes just huge, and can we ever deal with that? We can kill the Bowmaster and chump block this for a while. I guess that's our plan. Enlightened Tutor can get Leyline Binding. Okay. So, how much total mana do we have? We could have 7 mana. We can go Savine's Reclamation, Wrenn and 6. Oh, wait, we don't have Savine's Reclamation. We can Eternal Witness, Wrenn and 6. But that uses most of our mana. Okay, wait. So, Eternal Witness, Wrenn and 6. That's 5 mana. Then Enlightened Tutor is 6 mana. Then we could Ponder, but we can't quite get the Leyline Binding this turn. But that's okay. So we'll go land. Crack this for... So we need to leave up a white mana. So yeah, we'll crack this for red, I guess. The white mana is a real constraint here. We're dead to them having a removal spell for the Eternal Witness, which isn't great. I think this is our best bet. Hope they brick. We chump block, and then get the Leyline Binding. Then untap Binding this, and we're in like a pretty. I mean, we'll probably win actually if they just brick pretty hard here. But we're dead to a removal spell, which is obviously not where we want to be. Like they passed with 2 mana up and nothing in play. I don't think we were necessarily supposed to play around the immediate Bowmasters and the Time Twister. Bounce that, we die. We could have played a Forest, or we could have cracked that for green and played the Llanowar Elves. Wow, that's hilarious. In the case where we just had it on top and we didn't need the Enlightened Tutor, that would have been much better. Max punished, I guess. I don't think we played that wrong necessarily, though. Okay, so Orcish Bowmaster is great. We don't really have anything against that. Does make me want to play to the board a little bit more. I think we just run it back, though. Sucks that we weren't able to leverage the Black Lotus that game. Not good with Omnath, not good with Wrenn and 6. If we had had like a Karn or an Otari in our opener, we could have won that game pretty quickly. Alright, on the play. Let's do something broken. Oof. No. Okay, we can keep this. Keep. Put back. Damn, I think. Soft to Bowmasters again. Maybe that's an argument for keeping Dam, but they're playing blue-black. I think I'd rather have threats like they only have 1 Bowmasters. We'll see. We're going to get a green land here so we could get Zagoth or Ketria. Let's get Zagoth. That gives us all the colors on turn 2. Life from Below, not nearly as good as Wrenn and 6 here, but still a card that we want. Yeah, let's get this. We're not going to hold up Spell Pierce. Hopefully we don't get burned for that. Now maybe we do hold up Spell Pierce. Yeah, I think I like that plan. And the next one we can loam with Spell Pierce up, and then we can Dak Faden when we already have good cards to discard in our hand. Alright, I think we get Ketria here. Then we'll go green, whatever, life from the loam, return these two. And if they have the Bowmasters, at least we can Spell Pierce the Time Twister. Nice little 2-for-1 though. We did need those lands, and they're especially good with Omnath. Geez, they have a lot of stuff that punishes us for drawing cards. That's annoying. We really don't have many ways to deal with that Fairy Mastermind. Graveyard Trespasser, oh man. Really wishing we kept that dam now. They take out our loan, which is fine, but losing the dam hurts. Elvish Reclaimer, terrible draw. Maybe not the worst. I kind of want to get value out of Omnath the turn we use it. Man, this is a bad position. I guess we just jam the Omnath. It lets them draw a card too, though. It's really not that good, but I think it is the right play here. There's a chance we just die here. There's the Lotus. Do we cast it? I think we do, just in case we need to Spell Pierce, although obviously that's not a great exchange. Man. Yeah, the lack of removal, it makes this deck not good, I think. Like, we're good against control. We might be good against combo. It's good. I mean, at least when we draw Spell Pierce, we're good against combo. But it's so brutal just not to be able to ever kill creatures. We need to have like a broken draw where we come out fast with Lotus. Interesting. Okay. Bad. I mean, we're getting to the point where Loam is going to be good. Do we just loot? Seems so bad to let them draw a card here. We draw two, discard two, they... Oh, man. No, I don't think I'm going to do it. I think we're just going to play land. Play Elvish Reclaimer. And set up to start getting 2/2s soon. This might be too conservative, but I really think that letting them draw a card is bad here. I think we do attack. Yeah, we can win the race, and I think trading Omnath with both of their creatures is a fine exchange for us. They do go for it. Okay, we'll take this trade. We can beat this fairy with Elvish Reclaimer. We can also decide if we want to get Wasteland. All right, we'll take the 2. They can pay 4 to make us draw a card and them draw 2, but they're not doing that. Thief of Sanity, yeah, I mean, this is just the problem with this deck. These creatures that are pretty bad against removal, but we just don't have removal, so we can't ever kill them. So what are we hoping to draw here? Binding? Or Otari? Damn. Damn would be great. Actually, that would be our best draw. Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay. Red, blue, iteration. Oh boy. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So let's go Otari in the hand, bottom, exile. Then we'll go land. Yeah, we can do everything that we want to do here. So we'll go land, crack this Lotus for white. Then we'll sack forest for Field of the Dead. I think that's better than Raging Ravine here. Then we go Overload Dam to kill both of their creatures and pass with Spell Pierce up. Huge Spell Pierce here. And now if they Time Twister, we untap with a full hand and Field of the Dead. Probably a winning position. If they Bowmaster into Time Twister, maybe we die, but... Okay, if they Narset into Time Twister, we die, but they need to have untapped Blue Source and Time Twister, and they brick, and we have Otari. Okay, they don't brick. Please don't... Okay, nice. So we'll go land. Good thing we sacked our forest, because now this is still a new land. We'll play the Otari. We can play around Miscalculation. Oh. Attack Narset. Oh, they're F6'd. That's so good. All right, and now a pass, and now they're dead really quickly. Man, iteration was so good there. And we ended up using our Lotus, not in the traditional way, but in a good way. They sweep our board. Fair enough. But we still have Field of the Dead going. Get our last fetchable land. Okay, funny draw. I think I will DAC myself. I mean, weirdly, they're like both these cards are fine. Okay, do we want to wasteland them or make two zombies? Honestly, I think I'd rather make two zombies. Oh wait, do we have a land left to get? We might not. Although I think we have one basic plains. I hope so. Nice. So, what do we like want to draw towards? Fable, Witness, Leovold, Karn, Ren and 6 for Wasteland. Ren and 6 is probably our best draw. Nice. Not that it matters too much at this point. At this point, it's really just can they top deck something, but we'll take it. Kill their Triome. Hit. And I'm not going to DAC here. I don't want to know myself. There's no point. I guess we don't put them. We don't necessarily kill them next turn. We can put them to 1. But I don't think DAC would change that. Fair enough. There goes a lot of our good cards, but still. I mean, if they have a board sweeper, they could get there. We'll untap. See what we draw. Okay, let's go. I'm just going to put them to 1, I think. Make them draw something immediately. We could return land, but I'd rather just put them to 1. They can't play Toxic Delusion. Damnation is gone, so there's no board sweepers they could have. Think this is going to be game. All right. I mean, we'll see what they can draw. We also are like almost milled. But we draw remand. That's huge. They only have 4 mana. Nice. All right. On to game 3. Let's go. We have Leovold, which is like insane in the matchup. We still didn't see that much that Force of Vigor hits. They have a couple creatures that are annoying for us to deal with. Do we want to play Huntmaster? It can flip to kill their creatures, and it plays to the board. But I think everything in our deck is a little better. We could cut Loam. Maybe we cut Loam and just be a little bit more proactive. I think that's a good plan. Turn 1 Huntmaster of the Fells is not broken, but it's like a quick clock. Oh man, I'm excited. I want to have just a broken Lotus draw. I want to play Otari on turn 2. Turn 1, Enlightened Tutor. Inspiring Vantage, Enlightened Tutor. Turn 2, Basic Forest, Otari. We don't even need any other spells. We'll just take that and win with that. Alright, not a broken hand, but a keepable hand. Once again, Lotus just looking awkward. It would be much better as a Mox Sapphire here. Maybe even a Mox Ruby. I mean a Mox Emerald. Alright, do we want to hold up Spell Pierce on turn 1? Do we want to play Lotus on turn 1? We could play Waterlogged Grove, Llanowar Elves, Lotus, which sets us up to have Remand up on turn 1 and 2. I think I like that plan. Oh, we could also just play Lotus into Sylvan Library, Llanowar Elves. Seems kind of silly. Especially if we have Waterlogged Grove in play, we can't pay as much life as we would like to. I think we just go for this line. We'll save this for something proactive. Play our Lotus, play our Elf, and pass. Whoops. And then we pass. We have Remand up if we need it, in case they do any broken stuff. We know they don't have Black Lotus, but, like, still. Against any type of Time Twister, like, if they go, like, Land Time Walk into, like, Land Mox, I don't know. We just need to be ready. And we haven't seen any ways for them to kill the Lotus. If they go for Orcish Bowmasters here, it's rough. We can remand it, but that's, like, not a good exchange. They're thinking hard over there. Maybe we're supposed to cut Sylvan Library in this matchup, actually. Come on. Oh. All right, so they get a 2-for-1, and they're gonna get some board presence. We're not gonna remand that. Huh. We could play Huntmaster of the Fells, but that just exposes us too much to Time Twister. I think we just take a turn off. We can take a hit and then go for Huntmaster. Definitely gonna Spell Pierce this. We could remand, but I just want it to be gone for good. And this way we also get to keep our Lotus. All right, land would be a good draw, so we can hold up remand. Nice. So we don't have red right now. All right, let's just do this. Are we supposed to hold up Leyline Binding? Yeah, I think we are. Let's do it like this. We pay 1 extra life, but I think that's not that bad here. When we have Huntmaster to gain life and just like we're ahead on board, we just want to, like, I just really don't want to die because we couldn't play one of our key interactive spells. And from here we can just pass and hold up mana for the rest of the game, basically. Definitely not playing Sylvan Library here. Okay, main phase cycle. That's a weak play. They might not, if our Huntmaster flips, it's so over. All right. We'll get a black source, I guess. Leyline Binding costs 1. This thing flips. All right. We fought through Time Twister and Orcish Bowmasters. Let's attack. And then just pass. I don't even think we play the Sylvan Library. Maybe we do. Yeah, let's play Sylvan Library. Still at a high life total. Orcish Bowmaster is gone. If they play Sheoldred, we can remand it. This just lets us keep the gas coming and potentially close out the game a little faster. Oh, baby. I think I will remand this. Remand is great against Murktide. I guess this is worse against specifically a board sweeper. Maybe for that reason we're not supposed to do it. But Leyline Binding is also like deals with just any permanent. Okay, well that's a brick. I'll pay 4 life. Play land. Swing for 6. All right. Pass. Hard to say if it would be better to have Remand or Binding here. They play the Odawara, so they have an expensive card. Noxious Gearhulk. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. If we had Remand here, we wouldn't necessarily win, but we would be in a better position. So in the turn, let's cycle this. We'll draw this top card, and then I think I will crack this. Eternal Witness can bring back Huntmaster potentially. Dam is interesting. Yeah, we could just Dam, hardcast. Okay, lots of good draws here. We'll go top, top, land, black, black for Dam, and then Eternal Witness. Oh, whoops, we don't have enough green. Dang. Okay, well, we'll pass. Yeah, we couldn't have had enough green. Oh, no, we could have played Forest from our hand. No, we played the Mana Conflict. Okay, yeah. We couldn't have played all of our things. That's fine. Next turn we can play Doretti and Witness if we want to. Here's Murktide, which I guess we just Leyline Binding here. You untap. Okay, Elvish Reclaimer is big. So let's not even play Doretti this turn. Let's just go. Wait, can we present lethal next turn? We hit them down to 8, and then we can play Reclaimer and Eternal Witness, which is 5 points of power, 6, 7. So if we get back Llanowar Elves, we have lethal. That's bad if they top deck a board sweeper, but I think just giving them 1 draw is the right play. So we'll go top, top. We have the 4 green that we need. Weird situation to have it be Llanowar Elves, but I think that is correct here. I guess Relic of Progenitus also takes this off of being lethal. And even if they top deck it, we're still ahead. We have Sylvan Library. Maybe we're not that ahead. We get Sylvan Library in the first turn, and this gives them just 1 draw step. They have to have it this turn. If they draw 1 land, if they draw 1 counterspell, whatever, they lose. Yeah, I think just cutting their draw steps down is really important in situations like this. Nice. So we take to the match. Actually, that's great. So 4-0. There's 1 round remaining. We made the final 4. See you in round 5. All right, on the draw for match 5. Unfortunately, we have to mulligan. All right, this hand's not exciting, but it is a keep on a mulligan. I think we'll try to save the fetch line for the Omnath if possible. I guess we don't have white source without it, though. Let's bottom breeding pool. Actually, no, let's bottom mana confluence. Alright. Fast start from the opponent. We'll see what they have on turn 1. Student of Warfare, interesting. Okay, this is not too scary. Alright. Given that draw, we'll play this. We want to get a white source now so we can leyline binding, which we can do next turn if we need to. Weathered Wayfinder. Okay, I think we do want to take that out. It's not the best card ever, but it is good here. We don't want to be missing land drops. So let's grab a white land, and then we can play Breeding Pool, Binding. I think we still go Breeding Pool, Binding. Ooh, an interesting idea. We could also take out the Chrome Mox. I think that's not correct, though. Voice of Resurgence, that's not very scary. Field of the Dead, okay. We'll put Fable into play. Probably just discarding the Field of the Dead next turn and then planning on bringing it back later with Wrenn and 6 potentially. Okay, they do hit another land. Okay, that's actually pretty bad. We're going to discard that here and Ketria Triome. Oh, okay, let's attack for 2. That's actually like kind of bad, funnily enough, but powerful cards. Yep. They'll make their thing. Then we'll go Omnath. Blue, green, red, white. Land. Fetch. Let's get another plains. No, let's get another forest. Make some mana. We'll go Wrenn and 6. Return Ketria Triome and immediately cycle it. They concede. All right. There we go, I guess. It should be, in theory, not the best matchup once again. I don't love playing against creatures, but we're able to get there this time. So green-white aggro. Oh, I forgot we do have Dam. That's good. Force of Vigor is good against Chrome Mox. It's not that good against Thraben Inspector, but I do kind of like the idea of free interaction like this on the draw. Hangerback Walker, potentially decent as well if they're sufficiently aggressive. What do we not want? I think we can cut the loam. And Spell Pierce I do kind of want. Otari is probably worth it. Maybe Sylvan Library. Yeah, Sylvan, like, spending mana to not impact the board just seems a little too slow in this matchup. Alright, we can definitely keep this. We have all our colors. We have Force of Vigor. We don't have black mana right now for Leovold. Delighted Halfling, okay. Good draw. Do we want to hold this to cycle it or play it? We're a pretty mana-hungry deck. I think we play it. Not 100% sure. If we draw like 5 lands in a row, I'll regret this, but having good mana is important here. Arbor Elf, okay. And the Thraben Inspector, sure. So if we play... If we want to play Leovold on turn 3, we can't play either of these 2 lands right now. I don't love having to shock, though. There's even a chance we don't play the Hangerback Walker this turn. Yeah, weirdly, I think that's actually better. We can just play Hangerback Walker as a 2-2 in 2 turns. Since we're not going to have mana to level it up this turn anyways. Really hoping they play something that's an artifact. I don't know what this... There's not that much that's likely. Ulvenwald Oddity. Okay. Yeah, we need to find a board sweeper probably in 2 turns. So we take 5. Student of Warfare. Oof, yeah, pretty much board sweeper or bust. We'll play the Leovold. Blue. Black. Pass. But Ulvenwald Oddity is a fast clock, and they can level up Student of Warfare so that it also can swing in. We take 7, and then we just try to top deck a board sweeper that turn. Maybe we can survive. They can't crack their clue. That doesn't work because of Leovold, but still. Strong draw from the opponent on the play, just very aggressive. They're playing lots of creatures. If we can top deck a board sweeper, we win, but we need to draw it very quickly. So we take 7. That's bad. Land, hanger back for 2. We might just be dead on board, actually. Yeah, we were probably supposed to just hang her back for 1. Chump, block, take 1, 2, 3. No, we go to 1 on board. But then we can't play Damnation or Wrath of God even if we draw it. Or Dam. 5 mana, 6 mana, that's a lot. 7 mana, transform that, GG. Right? Yeah, definitely. Alright, so game 3, we're on the play, which is good. Ren and 6 looks good against their deck, but their deck is good against our deck. Huntmaster should definitely be in here. I don't know why I didn't do that last time. Remand seems okay. Spell Pierce is maybe not the move. Yeah, they're mostly creatures, it looks like. Let's run it like this. Alright, trying to get to the finals. We're in the final 4 right now. Okay, we can keep this. Do we have a red source we can get with a Windswept Heath? Oh, I don't think we can look at our deck list, actually. That's annoying. Dang it. Do we have an untapped red source we can get for turn 2 Fable? Or do we just not play turn 2 Fable? No, or let's play turn 1 Lenore Elves. Yeah, I think this is just the right play. Alright, another fast start from the opponent. If they kill our thing, that's fine. Weathered Wayfarer, interesting. So, do we just pass? I think I am just going to pass here. Weirdly. Maybe that's wrong. I don't want to give them extra lands, but I also don't want to fall behind. It's really close. I think I'm actually going to play Elvish Reclaimer and pass here. Definitely not 100% sure in this, but I don't want to give them lands here. We can't really make a relevant play anyways. If they just pass, like, we each have 2 mana, but we have Elvish Reclaimer. In theory, we win if we just get into a weird stall where no one plays lands. Okay, and they do just break it. So we miss a land drop, but I think that's okay. Night of Autumn. That's fine. In fact, I'm kind of happy we didn't play the Fable first. Polluted Delta. Oh man, I wish I remembered my mana base better. We have a bunch of Triomes. We have Breeding Pool. Man, that's frustrating. I should have just taken a screenshot. Lazy play. It's late. I'm definitely tired at this point. Do we have a Steam Vents? Especially because the 2 decks are so similar, they kind of blur together. I don't think we have a Taiga. I don't think either one can get red. I'm going to go for Windswept Heath. I don't know. This one can't get red. I'm pretty sure the other one can't also. No, it does have a volcanic island. Oh my god, that's a big problem. That's a big misplay. We will get Zagoth Triumph for our black mana, and then we can get a red source here, but that's bad, man. I should have started this league earlier. It's alright. Hopefully we can recover. We're still not that far behind. Like, yeah, okay, they hit us here. We're going to take 4. But now this is going to become big. Let's get Ralgren Triome. Good draw. We can play that next turn. Or, I mean, we could play it this turn, but I think I would rather just play Fable. Maybe that's wrong. Or even Duretti. They're all reasonable options. We definitely want to use the Reclaimer. Oh, they're gonna get a. We're gonna give them a Weathered Wayfarer thing if we do this, but I think that's worth it. Or do we just go Duretti pass? No, that can't be right. But the problem is, I also don't want to lose the fetch land because we want fetch land plus Omnath next turn. Close decision. So, all right, let's just go through all our options again. First of all, do we want to play the fourth land? I think so. I don't love letting them get the Weathered Wayfarer off, but it probably doesn't matter too much. They do have Beseju that they could find, but we're behind on board. One option is just to pass and cycle Ketria Triome end of turn, but in that holding pattern, we're taking 2 a turn. We could play Fable and pass. Maybe that's it, actually. Yeah, I think I like that plan. Oh, but then the Elvish Reclaimer can't block. Okay, we're going to play Fable and play Fetch Land to pass. They're going to get to use their thing. I don't like it, but I think Fable is better than Duretti here. We'll play this. We're threatening to make Elvish Reclaimer a 3/4 at instant speed. Still at least gain life off of Omnath. So they're going to use their Weathered Wayfarer. Hopefully they don't have it like a strip mine or something. Like a value land. Razorverge Thicket, okay, that's fine. I mean, it's good for them. They get some value, but it's not, like, hard for us to beat. Okay, this is fine. This is actually good. So we'll block here. And then sack this. So they trade. Grab a breeding pool. They sack to give indestructible, that's fine. We'll just trade. And then we can sack the Goblin Shaman token. Okay, let's discard 2 lands. Okay, lots of good draws. So, do we want to take out their Weathered Wayfarer? We could just take out both of their creatures. That probably is correct. We can do Omnath and take out all... Yeah, that's just got to be correct. Okay, so let's do everything. We're going to start by attacking for 2. Wait, we might not be able to play Duretti also, because we don't have an untapped black source to get with Bloodstained Mire. So green, blue... Green, blue, white, red. This is how we should do it. Yeah, this is how we should do it. We're not going to use Duretti. We're going to play Leovold. So we play Omnath. Play Fetch Land. That's a good draw too. Crack the Fetch Land. Volcanic Island. We play Duretti. No, sorry, not Duretti. We play Leovold. Then we can Savine's Reclamation back a land if we want to, or Leyline Binding. Let's hold the Leyline Binding, though. Let's play Savine's Reclamation to just bring back a land, I think, actually. That'll hit them for 4 and then threaten to deal 2. Oh, wait, no, we don't have... No, we can't. I think our fetch lands are out of targets, but we'll bring back this land. Hit them for 4. And then just ramp next turn so we can Savine's Reclamation. And we'll pass. Really good position. We have Leyline Binding plus Duretti. We're ahead on life. They can, like, use Weathered Wayfarer, but if they just get another Razorverge Thicket, that's fine. Or another land like that. Urza Saga, interesting. Okay, fair enough. That's pretty good. They get to hit us for 5 and then and return Selfless Spirit to play. I think this is still a winning position for us. Huh. Okay, so we'll flip this thing. We're gonna play Leyline Binding on their dragon. Or on their dragon. Then we're gonna go to combat and attack with everything except we're gonna attack with these creatures. They concede. All right, so we could play Duretti, sack our treasure token, kill their other thing. Yeah, we were gonna win that game. All right, sweet. So we're in the finals. This is exciting. Right? Yeah, we're going into round 6. Us and Teferi Bouquet are the only 2 undefeated people. 5 Color's been doing well. See you there. Right, back for the finals. Round 6, we've eliminated 5 opponents. Unfortunately, we're on the draw. Wow, but this hand can play turn 2 Otari. So we'll keep it. I mean, it's a one-trick hand. If they can beat turn 2 Otari, then we're going to lose, but that's a pretty good thing oh man. Let's go. Let's do it. What are we playing against? Best case scenario is like mono green or mono red, maybe. You really don't want to get counterspelled here. That does make things a little bit better. So I pass, just really hoping they tap out for like a talisman or something. Do they get blue mana? They do. We're not going to move if they have mana up. We can't just go Enlighten Tutor into Lotus into Otari and then have them counter the Otari and have nothing left. Okay. I mean, we can go for it now. They could have Force of Will. They could have Daze. Like, it's not guaranteed. They also could be playing Reanimator. So this is a big moment. We really want to see them just discard a basic island or something. Basic mountain. Okay. Enlighten Tutor for Black Lotus. Untap. Forest. Lotus. White. Red. Otari. Turn 2. Hit for 5. Oh my god. And we can Turtle Witness back something if they kill it. Do they have a kill spell or a bounce spell immediately? We have to pay 4 to return this. Although it does return it tap, that's significantly worse. So I gave Toxic Deluge. Then we can play Witness and return Otari. Could even return Enlightened Tutor to find Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which is both just a good card and good with Eternal Witness. Okay, alright. We'll try to go to combat. Okay. I guess that's bad. They can take our Witness and kill our Otari. But we get to hit them for 6. Okay. So we need to get a red or a white source into play. Get Volcanic Island with this if we need to, though. So let's shock this into play and then pass and plan on cycling Zegatrium. It's taking us off of black mana, but that's okay. So we can do this at instant speed. They may be playing multiple combos here. Okay, they play Animate Dead. That's bad. That's really bad. I mean, we're not like dead now at all, but they get to gain life. They go to 10. And then we might have to wrap the board. Cycle. Math is a good draw. Um, So we're supposed to sweep the board here. Doesn't seem great, but I think letting them attack is worse. Because they're not dead on board, they go back up 6 and they have a blocker. We do have the Omnath, but yeah, let's sweep the board this turn. And then next turn we can play Omnath into land. Oh, whoops, wait, we're not playing this. Yeah, don't love it, but I think this is a play. If they have another way to reanimate our thing, that would be bad, but they can't do reanimate, it's just necromancy. Okay. 4 mana. Do they have 4th Aerlingus? They do. Alright, it's gonna be close. Omnath is not bad here. Okay, let's hold up Spell Pierce. And if we draw Fetch Land, the Omnath triggers can kill them. Turn 2, Otari might not be enough. We were on the draw. I guess Spell Pierce is likely to be pretty good here. Ah, famous last words. That's brutal. Now they can gain life, and now they're just, with them being the Monarch, they're massively ahead. Yeah, what are our outs even? I think we're like almost just dead here. Okay, we'll definitely have to counter this. Maybe Field of the Dead can get there for us, but it's going to be tough. But yeah, them being the Monarch. Brutal. Okay, I think we actually do attack here. Because I don't want them to gain more life. Okay, they go for this double block. I think that's fine too. That makes it easier for us to become the Monarch back. One more land makes us the Monarch. Yeah, just passing, unfortunately. Pretty much any draw here helps us. Life from the Loam helps us a lot. Yeah, that was like maybe the best draw, actually. One thing if they go for a counterspell. Yeah, Loam is so good here, actually. We get to cycle it. We get to cycle the Triome and make 2 Zombie and Reband. Holy moly. Mana Drain, okay. We'll do the line. Hopefully they don't have another counterspell. Remand our own Loam. Nice. Then we'll replay Life from the Loam. Target the same 3. Okay, we have Ketria Triumph still in our deck, which we can get with either of these. Oh, we also have Forest. I guess we're supposed to get like Blue to Delta here. I don't think it matters too much, but we should have done that. Talisman, that doesn't do anything. Alright, so are we supposed to attack here? I think so. Becoming the Monarch seems like a pretty big game. Um, let's not dredge here. Let's take a draw step. Bad draw. Land. Oh, wait. We didn't make a thing at the end of the turn because we had got a second forest. Huge misplay. That could cost us. Do we still send in our creatures? No, I think now we don't, actually. That's bad. So let's go main phase, cycle. Yeah, losing that 2-2 could be a huge swing in this game. Alright, opponent, come on. Maybe they have something here. So no. Revolt, good draw. We need to say out. Yeah, a man is a little awkward for that actually. Um, we'll cycle again. This time we will dredge. Savine Reclamation, good draw. We'll return the 3 lands. Pass. Turn we can make another dude. Savine Reclamation can bring back Eternal Witness and potentially Otari. If we ever find Ren and 6, we can also kill the Omnath. Okay, they play land, that's fine. I am scared about a twin combo, because we don't have any interaction for that at this point. So we should try to close out this game sooner rather than later, especially with them being the Monarch. They're going for something here. Time Spiral? Huh. Okay. So they hit Leyline Binding plus Goldspan Dragon. Don't care about either of those too much. I guess I do care about the 7/7 though. Yeah, that's bad. We can bring back Dam. It's a little slow though. We need 9 mana. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we do have enough to sweep the board. Oh, if they have Time Walk here, it's bad. Hopefully this is Murktide Regent. Treasure Cruise is bad. Beatable, but bad. Okay, let's become the Monarch here. This looks pretty good, actually. We can do some things. So we'll untap, not dredge this. Karn's a decent draw. Let's start by going to combat and swinging with everything. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can go Savine's Reclamation, flashback, bring back Eternal Witness, sweep the board. I think that's worth it. We have enough white because of Mana Confluence. We do need to worry a little bit about milling ourselves. Savine's Reclamation targeting Eternal Witness. And we'll target Black Lotus. And we'll return Otari. Now let's sweep the board. Wait, can we somehow do everything here? Green, blue, black. Wait, oh my god, what am I doing? We were bringing back down. Oh, I'm really not playing well right now. That sucks. That's kind of high stakes too, relatively speaking. I think we're gonna lose now. Yeah, that was just a straight up. I like said the right thing. I was like, yeah, we'll bring back the dam, and then just brought back Otari. If we sweep the board and play Leovold here, I like our position a lot. But as it is, we're basically just dead on board. Uh, we're taking a huge hit. We can't even play Leovold. Jesus. All right, I need to not go until it's not. The match isn't over, but this game is pretty much over. Points. Cancel. Sylvan Library doesn't do anything. So If we play Dam, we play Leovold with a Monarch, I think we can win that game. We don't have Atari, so we're a little light on ways to close out the game. So this is a matchup where we want just like win conditions. But yeah. Try not to go on tilt then. That's not gonna help. Do we want to bring in Huntmaster? Maybe. Points up to 19. Okay. Maybe it's possible to mill them. So we'll see how they attack. They know about the Otari, so they probably don't want to send in the Goldbound Dragon if they can avoid it. And we don't have much removal that can hit it, with them having taken our Leyline Binding. Oh, Fire Covenant to sweep our board. Good to know about the Fire Covenant. That card's good. Yeah, oh man. Opponent's deck looks very strong. Just like mono blue splashing all the good gold cards. Um, right, take a lot of damage. Untap. I don't think we don't have regrowth. We don't have any other board sweepers. I don't think there's anything we can draw here, but I'll take a draw step. If we had fourth Aerlingus, maybe that would be enough to get there. But we'll take our draw step and then probably concede. Cancel. Then 6. Not at this point. We can kill this. We can attack with Otari. That doesn't do it. We'll cycle this in case there's some strange card I'm not thinking of. Alright, you got me. Tough game. I think we could have won that maybe. At least we would have had a chance. We would have been a little light on win conditions, but we maybe could have gotten there. Alright, we're not going to do that again. Hopefully we get the same draw and this time we can get there. Do we want to make any changes? Bring in Huntmaster or Factor Fiction just to have win conditions. Loam, I think, was good there. I think we want the Loam. That's the only reason we were like able to grind with them. Honestly, everything in the main deck looks good. I think I'm going to run it back, at least on the play. I think I like having the one down. The black mana in this deck is pretty bad. I wish we had a second fetchable black land, but only having one land that's a tapped land, and then we have mana confluence, but a little tough to cast black stuff. Okay, we can keep this reluctantly. Confluence isn't the land you want to play into your Sylvan Library, but we'll still play the Sylvan on turn 2, probably. Oh, nice. Let's pass with Remand up this turn, and then hopefully be able to get a Triumph at the end of the turn. I don't normally play Magic for this long. I do think I'm a little tired, which is unsurprising. So they'll probably just play land go. And we want to get a green source, certainly. Do we get Zagoth? Oh, okay. This. Fourth Aerlingus. That's bad, but we can... Oh, no! That's bad. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say we could steal their thing, but now we're just in... Well, yeah, we're not in good position. We need to get green. Do we want to get... We can't get green-white. We already have catcher stuff, so we'll get this. Alright. Yeah, another slight misplay. And if we play Mana Confluence there, I think we're in a decent position. They're going to become the Monarch. I mean, maybe if we steal this and get to Otari, we can take this back. Yeah, let's go land. Dak Faden. Steal the Mox Diamond. Pass back, and we can play Otari next turn. They can, of course, then become the Monarch right back again after that. Talisman, okay. If they have Talisman into Mana Drain, we're dead. They killed Dak. I mean, yeah, I don't think this is a position where we play around something. Like, the upside is so high. Leyline Binding. Um, yeah, I'm going for it. We're jamming. You can't play too afraid sometimes. We might get blown out here, but if we just pass and let them become the Monarch and untap with more mana, I think it becomes worse, not better. Come on, please resolve. Okay, it works. Turn 4, we become the Monarch back. They can become the Monarch again, but if that becomes the game, we're hitting back and forth, we're hitting much harder. They have Treachery in their deck, but we have Leyline Binding. Lotus Petal, okay. Looks like Treachery. But they only get to untap 3 lands, and then we get to Leyline Binding, take our thing back. Neither player gets to attack. I mean, they hit us and become the Monarch, and then we hit them and become the Monarch back. Oh no, they fire. Okay, this is fine. Oh, Tinker. That might not be fine. I mean, we have Binding, but we can't really beat... yeah, that's going to be tough. That's going to be very tough. We can maybe race it with our Atari. We want to find Dam. Enlightened Tutor probably won't do it. Let's play Tapped Land. Do we want to play anything? No, I think we hold up everything here. Pass. We're going to take a big hit. Plasmal Image. Well, they don't have double blue. We'll remand. That is decent, but not good enough, probably. So, I don't think it makes sense to Enlighten Tutor for anything. We don't, like, need Fable or anything. We take one pretty big hit. We'll see how many things they choose to tap here. Gotta be corrected, Trump block here. But then we can Dack Fade and steal their Battle Sphere. They still have a bunch of chump blockers, but I think we can maybe beat that. At least we can beat the board for sure. We'll see how much more action they have. Oh! That's a really good draw. We'll start by going to combat. If they have Dismember, I'll be so sad. Nice. And the experience counter sticks around, so we get 2 dudes now. We're going to gain 3 life. This trade is fine. Yeah, I don't think they want to do that. Alright, we become the Monarch. Now we go Omnath. Green, blue, green, red, white, blue, Omnath. Then we go, not that, Life from the Loam, bring back the land. Play land. Crack land. Getting Rogren Triome. Add mana, play Savine's Reclamation, returning Dack Fayden. Dack Fayden, steal your 4/7. Pass with a healthy life total, a dominant board position, and them only having 3 lands, and with a Monarch. I mean, they can become the Monarch back, but leave hold. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good for this one. Didn't even need Black Lotus, just needed Dack Fayden. So Bloodstained Mire can only get 1 untapped land. We need to remember that. Does not get Volcanic Island. Right, we did know about that. A winning position for us right now. So our deck is dead either way. We'll kill their biggest thing. We take 3, they become the Monarch. But then we're going to attack back for more. Actually, yeah, let's dredge this. with all math in play. So we'll pay 2. Let's see, what happens if we Savine's Reclamation stuff? Does that help us? Not that much. I think we'd rather get, like, play out of our hand. Okay, let's go. Life from the Loam, targeting Bloodstained Mire Breeding Pool. Bloodstained Mire Forest. Play land. Gain life. Crack the land. Add mana. Cast Leovold. Cast. Do you want to do Fable or Savine's Reclamation? I think we just cast Fable. And then attack with everything. Okay, they're getting up on the Almanac. This is fine. I mean, they're dead on board if they take this. They jump there, and then they're still dead on board. Yeah, they can't block like this. Alright, so we win game 2. On to game 3. We're on the draw, which hurts. Tinker for Mirror Battlesphere is good to know about. I wish we had a Phantasm Limit of our own. Do we want Force of Vigor? Probably. It's not great against the thing, but like, I mean, if they go Tinker on an artifact and we spend 0 mana to kill 2 things and they end up with 3/1/1s out of the deal, that's not that bad relative to how good Tinker often is. What do we want to cut? Huh. Everything looks decent. Hmm. Yeah, I actually have no idea what to cut here. Savine's Reclamation seems good. We want the binding. I think we still want all the lands. Maybe we cut the Reclaimer. Yeah, I think we can cut Reclaimer. It's just not that big of a part of our game plan here. Hopefully we find the Field of the Dead eventually, but we don't need Reclaimer for that. Alright, hoping for another quick Black Lotus hand. We do have Black Lotus. How good is turn 1 Fable? Like, pretty good, but maybe not good enough. Huh. So, do we just play turn 1 Fable? I think so. It's not, like, busted. But I think just like doing something fast is important in this matchup. We have Remand for turn 2. That's pretty good. We can discard the Enlightened Tutor pretty safely. Unless we think we really need Leyline Binding. Not a best Black Lotus thing on turn 1, but still a good play. If they have Fire whatever, Fire Covenant, then they can deal with it somewhat effectively. But like we're set up for turn 2 Dak Faded, that's good. So I think we're getting Rogren here. They have Library of Alexandria. That's slow. Yeah, we can't play Leovold off this, but that's fine. Okay, let's discard both forests. Oh, okay. Swing for 2. And then let's just pass with Remand up. Let's let this resolve. And then just stack it. We did want to land here. Still seems decent, though. Dak Faden, blue, red, whatever. Come on, Dak. Nice. Gain control of this. Hopefully they forget to tap it. They do forget to tap it. Okay, so we get to hold up remand. Next turn, we could even consider going for Leovold into Dacking them. I don't think that's correct in this position, but that would make them discard a card. But I think in this situation when they're using Library of Alexandria, card quantity is not the problem. Phantasmal Image. Is this worth a remand? I don't think so. Yeah, this is fine. Land, okay. So what's the play? I think I will Dak myself. Okay, we'll discard this and this. We will attack for 2. This is going to let them make a treasure token, but I think that's going to be okay. Play land. We'll go black, blue, green, Leovold, and we'll pass. With remand up. And we can also copy the Goblin Shaman token at the end of the turn. Leovold stops them from library, but they missed that. Looking good. Their life total is getting low. If they fire Covenant and we remand, that could mess them up. They will get a treasure token, but if they Tinker, we can remand the Tinker, and remand is good against Tinker because they don't have another artifact to sack. Haha. Yes, we'll draw a card. Yes, we'll draw a card. Yes, we'll draw a card. And we will remand your thing. That is really sick. They pay 7 life, we draw 4 cards. Oh, let's do it. We won the whole thing. That's awesome. I made some misplays there, especially at the end. But yeah, we win. So 500 play points, 50 treasure chests. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, you'll love to see it. Let's pull up the deck list if we can. Maybe we can't. Yeah, I guess we can't, but that was sweet. Well, I don't normally do this, but we'll do a little treasure chest open. I have more treasure chests than I don't want to open. How do I open 50 of these exactly? I don't want to do this 50 times. Let's go. I honestly don't think opening treasure chests is that fun. I don't want to open all of them. I usually sell. All right, we'll open one more. All right, nice. Cyclonic Rift. All right, that was sick. Our deck was, I mean, yeah, we played a similar deck in both leagues and got both trophies and won the 64-player tournament. So, a little bit of a slog, but a fun one. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.